Oh my God. This is need to know information. Well, yeah, more than I did. Sounds to me like you need to call Chase again and find out what's going on. Of course, they wanted to talk to you. Go on to the Wayne County, here's what you need to do. I don't know if you've already done it. Go on to the Wayne County Auditor site, look up the property, and see if it's been pre-foreclosed. That'll tell you. And then look up your mom's name and in the clerk of court and see if there's any suits that have been filed. Those are the two things you gotta do. Then you know either way. That's unbelievable. That's not true. Which one you in? Okay. Look up the address. Go to property search and look up the address. Okay. Now, there should be along the right-hand side, I think, or maybe the left-hand side. All right, you got it. Well, now at least you got proof that it's in there. When was it filed? It doesn't say? Okay, go to the clerk of court site. Wayne County Clerk of Court. And look up your mom's name. Probably be on your debtor's deed. And then I'll tell you when it was filed. Well, if it's in foreclosure, there's a suit. Yeah, go to record search. And then look up your mom's name. There's nothing. It should be along the top. It should be along the top. It'll say record search under something. Number one of those tabs is record search, something, property search. Alright, I'll tell you what, I'll look it up when I get done here. It would be... clerk of court. Alright, we'll go Wayne County Court, so I think it's the next one. It should say search. Somehow, something you should be able to search. find it? You should be able to just put in Mitchell and then B for a first game and then you'll find it. You might have to scroll down a little bit. I would guess it's under Deborah Hughes because everything knows over that. Nothing in there at all? Okay, I'll look when I get done here. It'll be about 8:30 or 5. When I get home, I'll take a look at it. I'll bet there's something there. Maybe not. Maybe not. If there's not, then nothing's been filed. It would even show up if it was done. So, but I doubt it's done. Because they got a server first, and they're not just having a server. I'll look and see if I can find it. I'll be around a couple hours. Alright, sorry I can't help you anymore. I'll find it. If it's there, I'll find it. Alright, thanks. My ex-wife died. Everything's supposed to go through voters. She didn't put the house in the trust. Cool. Okay, which is surprising me because she was always handling that. Now he's finding out from the younger side, he's up there. Oh yeah, I got a couple of certified letters, but we didn't get them because we don't live there, and the house is in foreclosure. What? Oh my gosh. Alright. We're not on it here, are we? We are.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Schuler Field on the campus of Mount St. Joseph University, where tonight we've got semifinal soccer action for you on the ladies' side as the Heartland Conference champion Mount St. Joseph Lions will be going into this semifinal game here at home with the Hanover Panthers. I'm Dave Mitchell alongside Blake Watson, and Blake, we've got a good one, which should be on paper at least here tonight.
Yeah, Dave, if you look back, these are the teams that they've won 5 of the last 7 tournament titles. The only 2 that they haven't won were won by Rose-Hulman. They faced each other 3 times in the HCAC championship match over the last couple years. So these are definitely 2 of the heavyweights in this conference as far as women's soccer goes.
In the Heartland Conference, the Lions won 8 games. They didn't lose any, and they tied 1. And Hanover won 5 games in the conference, lost 2, and tied 2 in that conference. And you were talking earlier about that tie game.
Yeah, our tie game was against Anderson. It was the first game of the conference season. Lions had just come off their non-conference section of the schedule and tied here at home. It was kind of a surprising day. It was interesting because the men tied that day, and Anderson's men are typically really good. So it showed us that the men were going to be better than we thought. And then when the women tied, we were a little bit surprised that the women tied that match. Anderson ended up being pretty good, but they've won 8 straight since then, the longest winning streak in school history, actually, as we're riding coming into this game.
You know, it's beautiful weather here tonight to start this one off.
Yeah, I don't see any flags out there, so I can't give my good friend Chuck Murray's wind analysis of this ball game. But, yeah, it's for early November soccer. I don't think you could ask for any better. As a deer runs across in the distance over there on top of the hill,
Wow.
That's pretty interesting. Don't see those very much on campus, but that's pretty cool.
Not during the daytime.
That's a fact.
At nighttime, you'll see it. And, of course, here in about 3 weeks, you're not going to see any of them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
as they come out. And, well, let's go to the starting lineups here. And with those, here's Blake.
Yeah, starting for Hanover in goal will be number 1, Emma Patterson, a senior from Owensboro, Kentucky. Up front, it'll be Emma Gill, sophomore forward from Needham, Indiana. Maddie Canavan will be playing defense, a freshman from Westfield, Indiana. Cam Horsley in the midfield, a junior from Mooresville, Indiana. Kaylee Shermer, a midfielder, sophomore from Amelia, Ohio. Izzy Phillips, a midfielder, sophomore from Pendleton, Indiana. Jenny Young, a midfielder, sophomore from Owensboro, Kentucky. In the back, another freshman from Lawrenceburg, Indiana. East Central High School, Anna Black. The other defender is Erin Terry, a senior from Indianapolis, Indiana. And, yeah, Lily Clark was originally supposed to start, and she's been scratched. She will play in this game, but she's been scratched as a starter. And then for the Lions in goal, it'll be the junior, Megan Kallmeyer, 5'7", junior from Cincinnati Oak Hills High School. The back line will be Mackenzie Dotson, I believe Paige Callahan, Rachel Ginn, and Elena Sharippa. Then the midfield, it'll be Layla Utzler, Elizabeth Beery, Abby Cole, Chloe Young, and up front, actually, I'm surprised Presley Bruggs not starting in this game. And Kendall Fox is the Lions' leading goal scorer. She kind of plays that wing position. She'll go up and score. Has an opportunity to possibly be the Offensive Player of the Year in the league this year. She's had a fantastic sophomore campaign.
Yeah, you talk about Fox, Blake, and as you said, 18 games this year. She's had 11 goals and 3 assists and 25 points, which leads the team.
Yeah, the Lions have an opportunity to possibly take a couple of those marquee awards. As you look at those top 3 scorers, Presley Ruggs, a freshman, she'll come off the bench tonight. She's dynamite in the final third, able to find the back of the net pretty often. And then Mary Anhofer is a midfielder. She's kind of that controlling midfielder. She's kind of the distributor. She's kind of the point guard. She makes a lot of things happen. She scores goals, but her best attribute is her ability to put her teammates in position to score.
For Hanover, when you look at their squad, you've got to look at Kaylee Shermer. And Shermer, in 18 games this year, she scored 15 points, but they're pretty balanced, Blake. When you look at them, Shermer, Gill, Horsley, Clark, and Mosby all are in double digits in points this year.
Yeah, Shermer seems to me, looking at this stat sheet, like she's kind of their version of Mary Anhofer. 5 goals, 5 assists. Looks like Emma Gill's kind of their finisher in the final third. And the other ones you mentioned, Mosby's 5 goals, no assists. Horsley and Clark are probably similar to Anhofer and Shermer in that they play in that midfield position and are asked to do a lot by Coach James Watts.
Well, you said it earlier that the Mount comes into this game winners of 8 in a row, and when you look at what Hanover has done in their last few games, they have won 6 of their last 8.
Yeah, they're definitely 2 teams that are in good form right now coming into this game, and it should be a good one here tonight.
And let's pause now for our national anthem.
And those who protect us with the playing of our national anthem.
Really a good crowd here tonight, Blake, for a Tuesday evening, and as we said, just gorgeous weather out here.
Yeah, it's really, really pretty. I'm trying to look up the actual temperature. It's probably around 50 degrees outside right now. Not a cloud in the sky. Moon almost looks full up there. Lights are shining. We're ready to play some tournament soccer.
It is. I hope over on the other side where they're handling the cameras, they can point it up there and take a look at that moon, because it is just beautiful here tonight as we're getting ready to go with this one under the lights here at Schuler Field. I'm Dave Mitchell along with Blake Watson. Of course, the winner of this game will play on Saturday, and that's going to be against the winner of the other game that's going on, I believe, tonight.
Yeah, I'm checking. It's still in pregame down at Rose-Hulman. Transylvania at Rose-Hulman. That's three versus 2 in the regular season. So we've got the 4 best teams in this league remaining right now.
Is there any way to get Transylvania out of everything? They just seem to be in the middle of everything.
Shout out to our good buddy Toby Kerrigan, who's at that ball game watching his daughter, who's a star down there at Transylvania, heck of a soccer player. I know he's hoping to be here Saturday night watching them play.
Well, we're going to get this one underway here in just a couple of minutes as the Mount comes out, and they are in their white uniforms here tonight.
Actually, the Mounts in the Navy.
Mounts in
that's
the Navy
Hanover.
blue, I'm sorry.
I was getting ready to compliment. We get a lot of really bad uniforms for soccer that are really hard to see the numbers from all the way up here. Our press box, we're on our football field. Our football press box is kind of high, a little bit far away from the action. And these numbers tonight are going to be really easy for our stats crew to see, and hopefully me and your older eyes.
Yeah, my trifocals are going to get a good workout here tonight.
Yeah, you haven't done many night games up here, Dave. It's a little different view at night.
It's gorgeous. I mean, I think I've done a couple of soccer games. Chris Morris was with one, and then Steve Radcliffe's son, I did the other one with.
Michael did one with you. Yep, actually, Michael was here for the Hall of Fame induction.
Yes.
He talked about coming to a couple of games. Be interesting to see. Dave, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk real quick before we get this game started about Lions head coach Darren Gallagher. We've done a lot of research over the last couple of weeks about how good he's now at the end of his 5th season here with the Lions. His run, especially inside the HCAC, has been unbelievable. Overall, in those 5 years, 37-3-4 is what the Lions' record is regular season. Their bad year was 5-2-1.
Yeah, a lot of coaches will take that as their best year.
Yeah, so a couple 8-0-1s, a couple and an 8-1 in there. I mean, it's just been unbelievable. They lost a ton from this roster a year ago. Vivian Willis, who's now on the coaching staff, 4-year starter, played a buku amount of minutes, 3-time All-Region player. Jordan Schneider, who's on the staff now, was their goalkeeper a year ago. Mackenzie Schneeman was a 2-time HCAC midfielder of the year. She's gone. And I'm honest to tell you, this team might be better.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. The last time I did a Hanover game against the Mount, it didn't turn out too well.
That's a fact.
And that was a couple weeks ago in football. Let's hope this one, if you're a Mount fan, turns out better than that one did. Here we go, 45 minutes on the clock, and we get this one underway, and Hanover has it in the backfield. We're going to match up these players as it goes out of bounds over on the far side and then saved in, but the Mount kicks it back. There's a scrum going on over on the far side, and Hanover gets it back, and their defenders will try to advance it into the front field. Now the Mount takes it away. They get a pass up into
deep Hanover territory there. It'll be out for a Mount throw. You'll see a contrast of styles here. The Lions are a very ball control-oriented team. They want to keep it at their feet, take their time, work their way up the pitch, and then find that pass in front of the goal late and try to score. Kendall Fox there in the corner, unable to make the turn out for a Hanover goal kick.
And they will have Merritt throw it in. And now they will put it down and kick it in. Here in this one, the winner plays on Saturday. Of course, Darren Gallagher assisted by Kristen Johnson and Mark Saban. And the kick goes upfield. Mount knocks it away, keeps it in their side of the field, and then the ball gets headed toward the goalkeeper, and then it gets kicked out on the left-hand side here.
That was a good play by Black there in the back line. I thought she was going to play it out over the end line, which would have led to a Lions corner, but she was able to kick it out the side, and Sharippa throws it in for the Lions. There's Anhofer there in the corner. This is where she likes to operate. She's going to try to get a ball in, and she does.
Kicks it towards the goal. Nice save, and then kicked over the top of the goalpost and out of bounds.
Yeah, Jenny Young there back there on the back post was able to knocked that thing away. For a second there, I thought we were going to have an own goal. That was a great service in from Hanover, who's going to be the one that takes this corner kick.
Nate Hill stopping in, dropping off a credit card. If he wants to hand them out, we're good. There's a kick towards the goal, and that one's going to be headed over the goal, kicked again and out of bounds, and Hanover will put it back into play.
Yeah, that'll be another goal kick for Hanover. Great job there by the Lions. Offensive pressure up the field, and Hanover gets it back here. But get a couple shots at it early in this match. Lions got to find the back of the net.
And the kick goes into Hanover territory, and then it's kicked out of bounds on the play by the Lions, Mackenzie Dotson. Hanover will put it in play, headed into the Mount side of the field, and then Hanover gets it back.
There'll be a lot of balls working back towards the offense's own goal, which is kind of counterintuitive if you're not a soccer person, but it's about keeping control.
Aaron Terry headed that one out of bounds, so the Mount will put it in play. Throwing it in is Sharippa from Brunswick. That's up in northeast Ohio. And that one is kicked out of bounds.
Another Lions throw there. She threw it to the feet of Hanover. Hanover tried to pass it back a little too heavy on the touch.
Brunswick always, I know that area pretty well. They've always got a good athletic program.
Sharippa's a fantastic player for the Lions. Been starting pretty much since her freshman year.
She will throw it in, and it gets knocked out of bounds, and that time the Mount will advance it, and they'll put it in play up near midfield.
Lions were asking for a handball on that. It doesn't really have much effect on that, but it might have been the right call.
Inbound again. Fox kicks it away, and it goes out of bounds that time off the foot of the Lions' Chloe Young. And the play gets hit right over to the Mount coach's staff, and they grab it and throw it back out to Sharippa, and she'll throw it in on the side again.
Shermer tried to play that over top of her head and get a run after, but she played it out of bounds.
With it is Hanover. Moving the ball backwards to try to advance it, and they get it over on the right-hand side to Cam Hornsley.
Lions with a little bit of high pressure here. Something you don't see them do a ton. They're trying to force a Hanover mistake in that final third.
Now the Mount intercepts the pass and then intercepted right back by Hanover. And they will foot the ball around and try to put up something offensively. With it on the right-hand side is Black. Black with it gets knocked away and stolen away by the Mount's Lavier Utzler. Gets it upfield on the run into the front part of the field by Berry and gets it down underneath to Anna Best. Clears it back out. Berry again with a high kick and gets it over on the left-hand side to Utzler.
Yeah, an inadvertent head to the feet of the Hanover defender there by Utzler. Utzler, one of the Lions' captains.
Hanover advances it into their end of the field.
This is exactly what the Lions want you to do. They want you to try to play balls over the top, let their great center backs run it down, play it back to the keeper, and then stretch you out, and then they can counterattack.
That was I think, the first time, Blake, that they've had it down at this end of the field.
Yeah, and while the Lions have dominated possession, they have not been very good connecting passes thus far. A lot of balls bouncing away from them. Hanover actually at times looks more in control of the ball at their feet.
Hanover with it over on the far side near the out-of-bounds marker. They've got it back their end of the field, and then they kick it down into the corner, and it will go out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a good idea there by Shermer to try to play that down into space into the corner, but just too far out in front of her teammate there to be able to run that down. They kind of gave up on it pretty early.
39 minutes left to go in this first half.
This is also interesting tactic. You watch, MLS or European soccer, and typically the teams play the ball up the field, and the Lions do not. They typically always do that little short goal kick there. They want control of the ball.
And they have it over on the far side, and again, Hanover steps right in and intercepts the pass. No score so far. We've played the first 6 minutes of this one.
Lions once again unable to connect passes over there on that far side, Dave. It's very un-Lions like early in this game.
Canavan got it down to Jenny Young, and Young feeds it over on the left-hand side to Izzy Phillips. Phillips back to Canavan and kicked into the front And then Mount intercepts it again. And they get it over on the left-hand side to Anhofer. Anhofer with the foot dribble, kicks it upfield. She's got it into their territory, dribbles inside near the goal post, kicks it into the middle, and then it's knocked away by Hanover.
Yeah, just nobody there to put a final touch on that ball. Great 1v1 attack there by Anhofer to get it into the box, but unable to connect with one of her teammates.
Going from the right side to the left side of the field comes Horsley. Horsley gets it over on the left out-of-bounds marker and then kicks it forward, and it'll be stopped near the end zone, and it'll be picked up by the goalkeeper for the Mount.
Kalmar will dribble this out a little bit and then pick it up, trying to manipulate that Hanover defense.
Still no score here from Schuler Field. We played 37 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this first half. High kick, and it's going to be hit by the Mount, and the Mount will take it, kick it into the front field, and they get it back outside, and then Hanover takes it right back by Horsley. Horsley gets it over on the left-hand side to Izzy Phillips. Phillips clears it off back into the center of the field. And she dribbles and gets it out front, kicked away by the Mount from behind, and then a feed pass up the field to Phillips, and then Phillips got tripped up, no call.
I think she just got a turf monster there, Dave. Oh, no, they are going to give her a foul. And Coach Gallagher jumps up out of his seat. That was 2 in a row kind of bad plays by Chloe Young. She tried to clear it out and cleared it right to the feet of a Hanover defender twice.
Still no score.
Chloe will have to settle in here, the freshman or sophomore defender. This is a dangerous spot here. Looks like Horsley will step up and take this with the left foot. She can absolutely score from here.
Looks like she's a left footer from Mooresville, Indiana.
Fans, we have a car we need to be moved in the north parking lot. It's a red Toyota, Ohio tags, B as in Bob.
I guess I'm leaving.
7 L as in Laura.
36 minutes left to go in this first half. Horsley straightens the ball and now will kick it towards the goal and puts it in, and it's knocked away by the Mount, and then Horsley got it back and kicked it just to the left of the goal.
Yeah, not a great effort there from Horsley, right into the wall of the Lions. She did get the rebound attempt, but was unable to do anything with it. I think it might have been good for a field goal, though, Dave.
Well, not good like one of the goals were in Ted Lasso. It took me 7 minutes to bring up the Ted Lasso series in this one.
That's what all of us non-real soccer people,
yeah.
That is our barometer for soccer.
Mount with the ball. They kick it upfield, and it goes on the left-hand side.
There was that Lions connecting play I like to see.
Yep. She feeds it into the middle of the field. It's knocked away by Hanover. So far, this has been really a defensive struggle by both of these teams. With it on the right-hand side.
Kendall
For
Fox.
the Mount is Kendall Fox, and she kicked it on goal, and it's saved.
Yeah, Kendall Fox. Not a great angle there to take that shot. Didn't get a ton on it, but it was a fantastic pass there from, I believe it was Rachel Ginn, to get her into clear space over there.
Now Hanover, after that kick, gets it back near midfield, kicks it into their territory, knocked away, and taken right back by the Panthers, and it goes over to Horsley. Horsley with it on the left-hand side, kicked it too far ahead of her teammate, and then the Mount kicked it right back into the foot of Horsley. Gets it back outside to Mosby. Mosby looks in the center, kicks it towards the goal, knocked away, and back to Horsley. Horsley gets it over on the right-hand side to Jenny Young. Young in the middle of the goal, put it up and just to the left-hand side of the goal post. No good.
Yeah, that was a very sketchy play there. It was uneasy from the start. Lions look very disjointed in that back line right now, Dave.
They really did, didn't they? They did not look like they knew what was coming.
And as soon as that play happened, you see a couple of players jump up and start stretching. You might see some changes along that back line here shortly.
Just under 34 minutes left to go in this first half. Still no score. Mount with it in the backfield, and they kick it up front, and it goes right past them and goes to Manny Canavan. Canavan kicks it back towards the center, gets knocked down, ball kicked around, loose on the field, and it'll be picked up by the Mount. The Lions kick it back out front, off to Horsley. Horsley, who got the ball back, then kicked away, and the Mount takes it away again. They get it over to Utzler. Utzler back over on the left-hand side to Sharippa, and then Sharippa got it stolen away by Hanover again. Neither team have really been able to put together an offensive pursuit here.
Yeah, from the Lions' perspective, they look, again, very disjointed right now. They do not look like the team that we've seen all year long.
Well, the first 3 minutes of this game was spent down to the Mounts end in front of the goal, and now the last 3 or 4 minutes have been spent down to this end.
Yeah, the Panthers are definitely settling in at this point.
A lot better than the Mount seems to.
Yeah, every time they get the ball, they've got time and space to make a decision. Not a lot of pressure on the receipt of any pass right now.
Terry back out to Horsley, and Horsley will kick it back into the backfield. Hanover will reset the offense. They go on the right-hand side. Tried to go over on the right side to Canavan, and it was taken away again by the Mount. With it, Utzler got it kicked away, and Hanover's got it back.
Yeah, good job there by Lele to get that, but she gave it back way too easy. And she is typically very difficult to knock off the ball.
Canavan got knocked free from the ball, and the Mount takes it back and kicked upfield by Dotson. Dotson then got it returned, and it goes behind her, and she picks it up and kicks it back up towards the backfield, but Hanover steps in front of it, and they've got it again. Young with it on the right-hand side. Goes over to Anna Black, and Black got it knocked away and out of bounds.
Solid tackle there by Sharippa to get that ball out of bounds. Lions' shape has been tested here early.
Canavan will inbound it. Canavan will throw it in here on the near side in the front field. Ball kicked away by the Mount, but Hanover keeps control of it. With it on the left-hand side. Chasing it down is Horsley. Horsley with it over on the sideline. And it's kicked away again by the Mount. Good kick, and it'll be cleared out of the zone and back into the backfield.
Yeah, kind of a little reset there for the Lions. And now they get to go back to playing that high line of pressure, trying to force that Hanover mistake.
And the goalkeeper will kick it back out, and Hanover has it up the far side.
There's a lot of space to carry it up and then play that ball up to Shermer. Does it well.
And Mount kicks it back into the backfield. Again, this first half has been played right around midfield for most intents and purposes. A few yards here, a few yards there from the midfield stripe. That ball is kicked out of bounds.
Over the fence. It's going to be in somebody's backyard in the morning.
Where the deer and the antelope play.
Well, we just saw one back there.
That's right.
A slip out there wide by the Lions. Ooh, almost got a handball in the box there on Chloe Young. She was able to get the arm out of the way. There's a good ball.
Fed up field. And the Mount trying to kick it away by Ginn, and it was knocked out of bounds by Hanover, so the Mount will throw it in.
We have a substitution coming in for the Lions. It'll be number 10, Presley Rugg, freshman striker.
Glendale, Indiana, Lawrenceburg High School.
She's had a heck of a first year here
Entering
in
for
the
the
blue
Mount,
and gold.
10, Presley Rugg.
And she comes in and leaving the ball game.
I believe that's Anna Best, Dave.
Anna Best checking out. Hanover kicked the inbounds away, and then the Mount kicked it in to the backfield, and as they bring it in up near the right-hand side near the goal, and they kicked it across the goal crease over onto the near side. Just nobody there, Blake.
That's a great ball from Anhofer, but none of her teammates are there in support to knock that thing in. That's the second time she's created a golden opportunity without anybody on the back end of the pass.
With it is Anhover on the backside. Steffen now kicks it away, and Hanover has regained control. Under 29 minutes left to go in this first half. No score here from Schuler Field. With it up the right-hand side, Hanover. Boy, if we were keeping time of possession, I think Hanover's probably controlling that.
Yeah, the Lions definitely controlled those early 8 to 10 minutes. Hanover's kind of controlled the action since then. This is exactly what I was talking about, and there's the opportunity.
They get a pass up the field, and it'll be kicked away by the goalkeeper on a nice play by Hanover.
Patterson came out for line to make a great play there just outside the 18 to get that ball out of play. We have another sub coming in for the Lions. This is Lindsay Bevac, a junior midfielder from Monroe, Ohio. She will come in place of Chloe Young.
So Young will check out. Bivak back in, or in for the first time, excuse me. Mount will throw it in on the far side, and they get it into the corner. Dribbling it in, shot on goal was actually off to the side of the goal, but a nice save.
They're going to say she touched that in play, which will lead to a Lions corner kick. It'll be taken by Mary Hanover. Quick check on the Rose-Hulman Transylvania game. 15 minutes into the first half. Rose-Hulman leads that 1-0.
Well, I can't get over just a really good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, Hanover typically travels really well for everything as Hanover plays it into the box.
And the ball's hit away, but the Mount keeps it into the territory. Fox then got it knocked away and kicked upfield, but the Mount will regain it. They've got it to Sharippa. Sharippa on the left-hand side, Dodson. Dodson gets it back outside. Sharippa kicks it on goal, but it'll be taken in by the goalkeeper as it lost a lot of steam there. And saved in by Hanover. In the corner. Kicked away and then saved in on the sideline. Ball kicked up field by Hanover and then kicked out of bounds by the Panthers.
That'll be another Lions throw. They're back to having their high line. This is what they want to do. They want to play that pressure style on the offensive end, and they want to counterattack.
And with it, Fox kicks it near the goal, and it was knocked free by Hanover and then regained by Hanover.
It's interesting to watch the Lions, three, so to speak, up front. They rotate positions pretty regularly. Fox has been typically on the right side all game, and now she's over on the left side. She actually might be the center striker, as it looks like Presley Ruggs running the left side.
Inbounds Fox to Sharippa. Sharippa kicks it towards the goal, but it's way too high to even get close. And the ball knocked free. Hanover just out-physicaled themselves for that one.
Ball just barely gets out of play. Another Lions throw. If they go quick, they got Hanover out of sorts. They're going to take their time.
Under 26 minutes and running left to go in this first half. Hanover playing defense as the Mount inbounds it, and then the ball got knocked away towards the goal, and Hanover regains control. Right now, I think I said it a minute ago, right now Hanover is the most physical team out there.
Yeah, they definitely are. They're winning a lot of those 50-50 balls. They're getting to more balls in the air than the Lions. On those throws, there's two Hanover players for every one Lion. It's very difficult to get that ball to the feet.
And with the ball, Mount dribbles it in, but they can't get control of anything, and Horsley with it now got knocked free, and a foul will be called. It'll go back to Hanover.
Yeah, that foul goes against Presley Rugg. She was a little bit, she tried to bring a little bit of that physicality there for a couple challenges in a row, and eventually got called for the foul in the third one.
And they'll kick it upfield. It's knocked free. There's a good physical play by the Mount.
Yeah, it easily could have been called a foul on Sharippa.
Sharippa leading the goalkeeper, coming upfield, gets it off on the left-hand side to Anhofer, and Anhofer tried to put it in on goal, but it was taken away.
Yeah, good left-footed shot there from Anhofer right at the goalkeeper, Patterson, who was up to the challenge and made the save.
Patterson kicks it upfield. The Mount knocks it away, but Hanover again regains control. They're just doing a great job right now, Blake, of getting their waist and midsection in between the ball and the Mount.
Yeah, their first touch has been very, very good on every ball played to them. A lot of the lines has been heavy. Get the ball a little bit too far away from them to put a second touch on it. Hanover's not done that yet.
Good clearing kick by the Mount, but it's taken back by Hanover. And with it is Aaron Terry. Terry kicks it upfield, and it will go out of bounds.
It actually was off of her. It was a glancing blow. Beery went in for the challenge there and knocked it back off of the Hanover player out of bounds.
Hanover came into this one with an overall record of 8-6-4, 5-2-2 in the Heartland. The Mount won the league with an 8-0-1 conference record, and overall they were 10-6-3.
That throw went directly back out of bounds, so Hanover has it now.
On the sideline on the far side, ball's kicked out of bounds again. And one of the kids over on the sideline saves the ball.
We got a sub here for Hanover is checking into the game is Annabeth Hawkins. Coming out is Maddie Canavan.
Versailles, Kentucky.
Entering for
Woodford
Hanover, number
County
22,
High School.
Annabeth Hawkins.
Versailles, Kentucky. And that kick by the Mount goes out of bounds again.
This one is off of Hanover for a Lions throw in. It's very difficult to tell who the last touch is on that far side from up here. As our official directs the throw in back a little further. Lions trying to gain a couple of yards there.
Even during the day, it's difficult to
Yes,
figure
it is.
that out. And the kick put in to Hanover, and they've got it on the side.
That'll be a handball
Yeah,
on
when-
Hanover there.
So the Mount will kick it in this time. Fox, good kick into the Mount territory, but it bounced off a couple of players, and then Hanover regains control of it. Horsley.
Kendall Fox took it away over there, finds the feet of Layla Utzler. Utzler tries to play it up the field. This is what the Lions want to do.
Controlling the ball in their territory over on the right side near the corner, near the sideline. Kicked on goal, knocked away by Hanover. And then that ball will be kicked out of bounds, and the Mount will keep it again.
Very small play in this game right now, but that play by the Hanover defender there on Kendall Fox. Fox was trying to play it off of her out of bounds for the corner kick. She jumped over it, and then they were able to clear it. There's that heavy touch for the Lions. Beery unable to get it.
Yeah.
Had it in a dangerous spot to carry it for a little ways and try to put some pressure on Hanover, but touched it a little too heavy, straight out of bounds.
Mount intercepted that throw in, and they've got it back. And they pitch it back into the backfield and then try to advance it that way, and it's intercepted by Hanover on the near side, over near the sideline, then taken right back by the Mount. Sharippa gets the ball taken away and then taken back by Bivak. Bivak kicks it over on the right side to Utzler. Utzler kicks it over on the right sideline near midfield, and they get it back over on the right to Anhofer. Anhofer feeds it upfield on the run. The Mount down into the corner, feeds it into the center of the box. No, and it's kicked away and saved. Mount gets it back, though, with it on the right side. Utzler kicked it over to Sharippa, and Sharippa had to chase it near the corner, and then she tried to kick it. It got blocked away by Hanover, saved in by Mount near the goal crease, and it's kicked away, and the Mount's going to chase it down inside the box, get it off into the center, nothing there, and then upended and dropped down to the field. Is the Mount's Presley Young rug.
That could have easily been.
It could have been
a PK there for the Lions. The Hanover defender went for the ball. Looked like got all leg, but Rugg was sort of already going down.
And that by Rugg is going to be kicked out of bounds, saved in by Hanover, and then kicked out of bounds again. 20 minutes to go, first half. No score.
That did go out for a corner. I thought Hanover once again did a great job of playing that in for a throw-in instead of a corner kick. Mary Anhofer will play the service in here.
Right. Go ahead, Blake.
She played it short again. I thought she would play it in with her left foot. Again, gets it back to Anhofer.
With it on the right side, Anhofer got it kicked away, out of bounds, and the Mount will keep it.
Anhofer had a right-footed go there. Hanover did a great job of staying in front of the goal. We have a stoppage from our official.
Mary Anhofer.
Going to have a conversation with somebody. I think he's having a conversation with Presley Rugg right now. Since she's come on, she's definitely brought some of that physicality for the Lions, bordering on a little bit of recklessness with her play.
Shot on goal from the corner. Kicked away, saved in by Hanover, over near the sideline, saved in by the Mount, down in the corner. And then it's taken back away, and it went out of bounds.
Kendall Fox, good job over there in that right corner. Earns the Lions another corner kick.
Right now, Hanover, Blake, to me, seems to be following their game plan, and the Mount seems to be just a little bit disorganized, a step behind.
It's interesting you say that, but as I look at the stats that would tell the tail of the tape, big one is corner kicks, and this is the fifth already of the game for the Lions.
And they kick it in from the corner, and it's saved by Fox. Fox kicks it back over on the far side, and saved in by Hanover.
believe that was actually an attempt to score from Kendall Fox. Glanced off the side of her foot. We'll have a kind of a cheap foul over there. I believe that's on Marianne Hoffer, and it is. The Hanover player was sort of going down. Mary helped her a little bit, but it definitely gave the eye test as that's a foul. Not a lot of contact, but it's a foul.
Hanover puts it in play, and they kick it up into their territory. With the football now as the mount.
Football.
Yep.
I mean, technically you're right, depending on where we are.
Yeah, we're in England. Again with it. Hanover got the ball knocked away. And again, the Mount gets it back. They clear it, but it's saved in by Hanover. And then the Mount will take it right back. They feed it up front, stolen away by Hanover again. The Mount didn't see the ball coming, and then the Lions will take it right back and feed it up front. That's Fox with it on the right side and clears it back. Now back to Fox. Boy, whenever Fox gets near the ball, Hanover's got two girls around her.
Yeah, Coach Watts has definitely scouted these Lions and understands how vital Kendall Fox is to their offensive efforts.
She saves it on the sideline, kicks it upfield, and Hanover will regain control. They kick it near midfield. Went right past the player. It was Horsley, and Horsley then kicked it over in the back. On the right-hand side, goes to Hawkins, and Hawkins got it knocked away by Fox and out of bounds, but it went off of Hawkins first. Lions will put it in. Sharippa inbounds the ball to Fox, and it went out of bounds.
Have a couple of subs coming on for Hanover now. One is number 35, Lily Clark. The other is number 7, Maddie Mosby.
Mosby out of Newburgh, Indiana, Castle High School.
Entering for Hanover.
Gill takes a break, and I can't see the other number.
And number 35, Lily
I believe it
Clark.
might be Aaron Terry that's also off at this point.
I think you're right. Hanover with the ball. No score here in the first half. And the pass upfield is taken away by Mount. They'll chase it down into the corner. They have it down into that right-hand corner. That's Anhofer. Hoffer tried to center it, and it got away, and Hanover regained it.
Another beautiful service in by Marianne Hoffer. Rachel Ginn was there, but not able to get a foot on it. Hanover is on the counterattack.
And the Mount will clear it with a right-footed kick upfield, but it was taken right back by Hanover. They tried to feed it into the middle of the field, and it's knocked free. Ball still loose and taken away back by the Mount by Dotson.
Mackenzie Dotson is a fantastic player there in the back for Coach Gallagher.
Dotson, Russellville, Ohio, Eastern High School. That ball is kicked up in the air, and Hanover will keep it. And then they feed it back to try to reset the offense. Hawkins with it on the right side. Kicked over on the left-hand side to Aaron Terry, who's still in the ballgame.
So it was not Terry that came off.
And with it up to Horsley. Horsley will clear it up on the far side near midfield. Knocked away by the Mount. Stolen away by the Lions.
Really good challenge over there by Beery. Nice tackle to get the Lions back on the offensive attack here.
Again, tried to kick it over on the right-hand side, and Hanover got it back. They're down there at center. Lions take it. They've got it on the right side to Utzler. Utzler got it knocked free from behind and taken away by Hanover again.
Yeah, she had a really good opportunity to get the ball to Rachel Ginn there, just not a strong enough pass. Utzler was kind of knocked off of it as she was making the pass, and once again Hanover's on the counter.
Mosby gets it upfield to Phillips. Phillips now back out front, and it goes back to the Mount. Taken away, double team, knocked free. It's taken away by the Mount again. And an upfield pass, knocked free and out of bounds, and they'll be out of bounds called against the Mount on Presley Rugg.
Yeah, that's actually a foul on Presley there right around the 40-yard line.
I didn't see that called.
Yeah, that was a tough call. She was trying to turn and give herself a run at it, and she clipped the foot of the Hanover player and knocked her to the ground. So it's It's actually a very good call by the official.
Kicked in by Hanover, taken away by the Mount again. And they have it on the right side. 13-13 left to go.
Hanover with a throw now here in a dangerous spot. They go quickly, which I'd like to see the Lions do a little more of. Lions take it away, and Ruggs on the run.
Rugg bringing it up the left-hand side to midfield. Centers the ball, but there's nobody there again, and Hanover will take it back. Muhlenkamp with it. Kicked it free and up the field near midfield. And it's kicked out of bounds.
That'll be a foul on Hanover. So the Lions will have it. Free kick in a relatively dangerous spot. It wouldn't what you call high danger, but this is a ball they can put into the 18 and give themselves a chance at maybe a glance off of somebody and then a shot.
And putting it in play is the Mount. They'll try to center it on goal, and it's knocked free, and there's going to be a handball call.
I'm not sure. It might have been offsides.
Boy, the loneliest position in officiating has got to be the soccer official.
Yeah, based on the positioning, it either had to be a foul on the Lions or an offside call on them on that kick. Both teams have a couple of subs ready to check in. Well, two for the Lions, one for Hanover.
Ricky Chase coming in for the Mount along with Abby Cole. Cole from Oak Hills.
Great
And
tackle.
Ross. They'll be in at the next opportunity. Hanover with it. Kicked off of Fox. Ball high in the air. Saved in by the Mount. Then it got by one of the players and kicked up the far side. Taken away by the Panthers. Crossover. Kick back out front.
Shermer does a great job with the ball at her feet for the Panthers. She had a pair of Lions around her and almost wiggled out of there.
Lions will clear it and then go back and get it. Now Hanover has it near midfield. And they'll clear it back.
Well, Rugg had a shot at taking that away. Just got there a step late.
With it up the right-hand side, Hanover stolen away by the Mount. Ball kicked away. Utzler.
That'll allow the Lions to get their subs in here as Chase comes in and Cole come in. Utzler will take a seat, and it looks like Kendall Fox will also take a seat.
And for the Mount.
Into the
Number 12, Ricky Chase.
I think it was number 30, Lauren Rainbolt, that checked in for Hanover.
And the Mount will inbound it, and it's kicked out of bounds. Almost saved by Abby Cole, who just came in. Oak Hills. That reminds me, did you vote today?
I did.
Good man. Put you on the spot there, didn't I?
Sure did.
Under 10 minutes to go.
Not surprising that this thing is scoreless at this point, Dave. Tournament soccer is such a nervy experience. One mistake, one misplay turns into a goal for the other team, and that's all they need is one.
Yeah, and right now Hanover's playing like they've got nothing to lose.
And in reality, they don't. They're the 4 seed. They're playing kind of with house money at this point. They've the Lions have clearly been the best team in the regular season. I think on the Hanover sideline, they absolutely expect to win this game. But, if you had a group of pundits at this level, they would call the Lions the heavy favorites coming into this one.
Hanover with it up the far side, kicked free, taken right back again by Hanover. And they have the ball taken away by the Mount.
34th minute in Terre Haute. It is still 1-0 in favor of the Fighting Engineers.
With it up the right-hand side. Now Hanover with the ball. They kick it back towards the middle, and it's kicked free. Ball loose. And it will be stayed in bounds and saved by the Mount. They've got it back, and they clear it out.
Anhofer with space.
Anhofer.
Don't want to give her.
Bringing it up the left-hand side. She's got two defenders in front of her. Behind the back dribble, put a left foot kick towards the goal. It was knocked free and over into the corner, and Hanover then will kick it out. There's just nobody there that Anhofer had to deal the ball off to.
Yeah, she had a couple of teammates there, but neither one made a good enough run for her to want to pass to them. Ball out of bounds. It'll be another Lions throw. Glances off of Coach Watts of the Hanover Panthers when it gets out of bounds.
I'm going to say, he almost got drilled in the back of the head with that one. Under 8 minutes to go. Hanover, or excuse me, Mount's going to throw it in, and it's headed away by Hanover. And saved by the Panthers, cleared out by Shermer. Shermer got the ball taken away, and it's taken back by the Mount. Clears it over on the left-hand side and threw it right past a running Presley Rugg.
Number 4, Emily Duffy checks in for Hanover, and for the Lions, it's number 13, Gabrielle Egan, and number 28, Caitlin Lampy, both checking into this ball game.
That is, as you mentioned, coming into the ball game was Duffy, and she's from Anderson High School.
Hanover always gets quite a bit of Cincinnati area talent on all of their rosters.
Mount with it, they feed it ahead, and it's going to go right past a streaking Gabrielle Egan and out of bounds.
Yeah, Egan started her run a little bit late because Cole was kind of hung up on that pass. She had to kind of almost double pump the pass, which changed the run for Egan, so she had to keep herself onside there.
So Hanover from the box will kick it away, and it will not be the goalkeeper. It'll be cleared out, saved by Mount, and then the ball kicked high in the air and will go out of bounds. Bevac kicked it out. And the inbound stolen away by the Mount and then taken right back by Hanover. Triple team, then stolen away, Bevac. With it on the right side, Bevac cleared it out. Gets it out front to Anhofer. Anhofer cleared it to the center, back to Anhofer, back to the center, and stolen away by Hanover. They are just right in the middle of the passing lanes.
Yes, they are, and once again they're on the counterattack.
That one kicked right off of the legs of Dotson. Saved by Hanover, though.
Lucky it was because McKenzie was a little too high up the pitch. She did it again. Lions are going to be able to get out of it as Callahan runs it down, cuts it out, and carries it up the field.
5.5 remaining in this first half. No score from Schuler Field.
Hanover gets the throw there. Tough challenge there from Beery. That'll be a free kick for Hanover in a dangerous spot.
So Hanover will kick it in on the free kick over on the far side.
Got to be careful not to foul in these free kick positions when the ball's in the
near
box.
the goal, kicked away by the Mount and saved in the goal by the Mount. And then kicked right back towards on goal. And it's saved away again by the Mount. Cleared out near midfield.
That was a good flick outside with the header by Abby Cole to get Egan in space. And Egan does a good job of cutting it back inside, give herself some more space.
Egan gets it up the right-hand side as the Mount tries to set something up, and it's stolen away by Hanover again.
Yeah, Lampy a little slow with that second touch.
And with it, Sharippa. Sharippa in the backfield. Gets it upfield to Abby Cole. Cole clears it off. Stolen away again by Hanover.
You know, Abby tried to make a through pass there that if it gets through, it's probably leading to a golden opportunity for the Lions.
4 minutes to go.
Beery with the smart play to play that out of bounds. Let the Lions defense settle back in. Checking in for Hanover, number 25, Elena Roan, and number 16, Haley Miller.
Is it your opinion, along with mine, that the Mount just has not seemed to be comfortable yet in this game?
Other than Mary Anhofer, no. Mary Anhofer looks very comfortable. For everybody else is still trying to settle into this game. You're seeing people at times look like they're trying to do a little more than they typically do. instead of just playing their game.
It's one of those games where the coach, Darren Gallagher, is probably waiting for halftime so he can make some adjustments here.
Darren's really good at letting his players play as Hanover takes another throw in. He will not overcoach them. Now, he'll try to settle them in a little bit, explain to them that, play the game that got you here kind of thing. But I don't see Darren making any sort of wholesale changes at the halftime break other than trying to just settle his team down.
Ball kicked away, and chasing it down is the goalkeeper, and saved over on the sideline. Hanover with the ball back, kicked it upfield. Hanover still with possession. They center the ball, stolen away by the Mount.
Dangerous play there on that loose ball by Patterson. If she makes any misstep in that play, Lions are in on goal.
Anhofer clears it off to Bivac. Bivac feeds it up on the right-hand side. Mount with an advance. They kick it near the goal, saved away. Good job by Patterson, the goalkeeper, to kick that one away.
Yeah, she was unable to catch it, but she knocked it to the ground and picked it up right away. There's always a danger of that finding the feet of a Lions player and putting it in the back of the net. Roseholman now takes a 2-0 lead over the Pioneers of Transylvania there in Terre Haute with just 4 minutes or so left in that first half.
Rose was second, Transylvania third. Sharippa got it knocked free, and Hanover tries to clear it off, and they do into the backfield to Callahan.
Well, Yusuf said that, and I agree that Hanover has been the more comfortable team in this game. The Lions have definitely created the better scoring opportunities, and one of them is bound to find the back of the net.
What have been the shots on goal? If you can check that out with it, Anhofer.
So the Lions with 7 total shots, 4 of those on frame. Hanover with 3 shots, none of those on frame.
Well, you're right there. I would have thought it was a little closer, but
we might get our first one here.
Yep, Hanover with it in the center, knocked free, stolen away by the Mount, kicked free, stolen away again by Hanover, and they kick it towards the goal, and it will be saved by the Mount, but saved right, cleared out right in the center. There's a big hole right there in the center, but the Panthers will kick it towards the goal again, saved in by the Mount, and it'll be grabbed by Bivac. Knocked free, stolen away. Anhover then ran off of one of the players.
1 minute to play.
You talked about the physicality early. Mary is definitely cool with getting physical there.
Under a minute to go in this first half. No score so far here tonight.
A couple of these challenges for the Lions have bordered on ones that may be cardable, and in a tournament scenario, you want to avoid that at all costs.
Horsley over to Roan. Now back out to Horsley. Kicked around by Hanover. They put it in on the center.
Way offsides.
And it was offsides.
Way offsides. Lions, that was a great offsides trap there. I believe that was probably Coach Stamper that called that out, one of the assistant coaches, because he's down there right by the defensive end.
We're running down towards 10 seconds to go
9,
in this first half. We'll see how much extra time there is on this.
5, 4.
Lions
3,
feeding it upfield. Knocked free. They'll hang on to the ball, and that'll be it. So we've played one half of action here from Schuler Field, Blake, and we go to halftime, and there's no score here.
Yeah, once again, we talked about it. Hanover looks like the more comfortable team. The Lions have definitely created more quality scoring opportunities than the Panthers. Hanover yet to register a shot on goal again. Lions with 4 and 5 corner kicks. So they're definitely playing on their offensive end a lot, although it doesn't really feel like it. I think you'll see much more of the same in the second half as we flip ends. Lions will continue to try to do exactly what they're doing, but, find the back of the net.
I'm Dave Mitchell with Blake Watson. As we head into halftime, we've got no score in the semifinal game, and we'll be back with second half action after this.
want to put another 3 minutes on it. No. Yep.
And we're right back here at Schuler Field. I'm Dave Mitchell with Blake Watson, where we are just concluding halftime here tonight, where we've got a 0-0 score, and Blake, has been pretty much of a defensive struggle.
Yeah, I think especially from the Lions' perspective, they kind of like where they're at. They've created opportunities, and I guess Hanover too. They've kept the Lions off the scoreboard, so if the other team don't score, they can't win, and especially in tournament soccer, because unlike the regular season, I think we can't end in a tie. I don't like talking about the overtime rules in the press box because that's always a jinx. But in tournament soccer, the second, if you're tied after the first 90, you play 2 15-minute extra periods. Any goal scored in those time frame is golden goal, so the game ends on a goal scored in those overtime periods. And then, God forbid, if we go through 30 minutes of extra time, no score, or we are headed to penalty kicks. So there has to be a winner.
The last time I did a girls' game, I believe it ended up in a penalty kick situation.
It did, and it was these two teams. Right down there on that right-hand goal.
Yeah, and it was a great game.
It was a great game. It was a great penalty kick. Hanover won it.
Yep.
Maddie Heingardner was their goalkeeper, made a couple great saves to win that game and propel her team. That was actually the championship game. Hold on, I got to go yell at the press box to turn the music off.
Well, we are at halftime here, and it is 0-0. And while we were at halftime, I had an opportunity to go to the little booth next door to us and say hello to Dr. Williams and his wife. Always good to see those two up here.
Oh, absolutely. Dr. Williams and Carol have been phenomenal for this university. There's not a ton of people left that were here previous to them. I was, and that they're caring about athletics and showing up for our student athletes at all turns is never not noticed by our student athletes.
And, of course, Melanie Wagner,
Yeah, she does a little bit around here, too.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, our director of athletics, she's also fantastic. She replaced a current, now Hall of Famer in Steve Radcliffe, a legend here. She's done it her own way. Our teams are uber competitive right now. She's won a handful of championships already in 4 or 5 years, and she's made some great hires. Mel's done a phenomenal job and is a wonderful person to work for.
Well, the Mount's going to have the ball to start the second half. They're going to do the center kick, and they will be going from left to right across your computer screen, and they get it right down to Anhofer, and Anhofer's going to bring it right up and just go on the attack right away, but then gets knocked away, and Hanover's going to get it back.
Yeah, Anhofer did a great job of cutting through the teeth of the Hanover defense to get to that back line. Had an opportunity to make a pass out of it. Kind of mishit it. Oh, nice bad clearance there by the goalkeeper. Lions are going to have an opportunity here.
And they get it back to the center of the field. Shot on goal, saved by Patterson.
Yeah, Usler just kind of directed that at the goal. Wasn't able to get a big rip at it. Tried to go up and over top of the goalkeeper. Patterson was unable to do so.
And they'll clear it up the field, and it's taken away by Hanover again. Maggie Castiglione.
We may have our first card here. We're going to stop the clock.
Got knocked free.
I think we are going to book Presley Rugg here.
Castiglione is the one that's on the field right now, number 18 from Fishers, Indiana. There was a well-known sportscaster in Boston named Joe Castiglione.
Before my time, Dave.
No, he just retired a couple years ago.
I thought you were talking about one of them old Boston Gardens guys.
No, the Red Sox.
The Havlicek has the ball type time frame.
He actually started his career in Cleveland and then moved to Boston and became the Red Sox announcer.
Wow. It's kind of funny when you think about things like that.
Oh. Yeah, it shows you just how old I am.
Well, you're not young, Dave. I'm not young anymore either, but I always think when you talk about stuff like that about Al Michaels starting with the Reds.
Oh, yeah.
And then, he kind of became maybe the biggest in the world at this point.
Yes, and there's a foul called on that side of the field.
That went against Aaron Terry for Hanover.
Yeah, Chuck and I get into those discussions during baseball. about the big red machine and what has happened in the past. But anyway, we're with soccer right now. With it, Mount has it off on the right side to Beery. Beery clears it off near the sideline and went right past Hanover and out of bounds.
He again tried to play it up the sideline to Anhofer and was unable to connect.
And the inbounds kicked away by the Mount, but saved in by Hanover. Bounces high in the air, saved by the Panthers. There's a high kick there, but again, Hanover just seems to be just half a step quicker tonight.
Yeah, they're a beat earlier than the Lions on all of those 50-50 balls.
And with it, Hanover, and then the Mount kicks it away. Hanover tries to chase it down, but it's taken away, and there's one taken away by the Mount off to Hanover.
Yeah, it was Bivac who did a really good job of cutting that one out.
They get it over to Fox. Fox tried to cut across the middle, but couldn't control the ball. Now she has it back, kicks it over on the left-hand side.
It'd be nice if the Lions could get somebody out wide on that far wing. There was some space out there. Sharippa's going to go find it. Gets the ball to Fox there. Fox plays it into the middle. This is Usler. Usler trying to find the foot of Rachel Ginn. She does, but Hanover up to the task, cuts it out, and the Lions will have to reset it.
And they do in the backfield. Now they kick it up in front over to Anhofer. Anhofer with it, dribbles down to the right corner, kicks it on near the goal, and it will go behind the goal and out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Mary once again was trying to play that off of the Hanover defender out of bounds for a corner kick. Just kind of missed it.
We've played 3 minutes here in this second half, and
we're going to have
now the officials are going to come off to the sideline, and not sure what's happened here. They're going to talk with the coaching staff of the Mount, and then is there a hole in the goal crease, or are they
didn't?
Not sure what they're signifying over there. This is where we need the official mic. Find out just what's happening.
Somebody's flying a drone.
Is that what it is?
Who is that?
Can you fly a drone out here?
No. Absolutely not.
It's in the flight pattern, isn't it?
Yes. And I'm actually going to step away for a minute and go figure out what that was.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll take over here. And as we're under 42 minutes, we played 3 minutes, and now the Mount, after all of that discussion, Blake's going to go find out what's happening. And the kick is knocked away and saved in by Hanover, and now they'll return the favor. But then the Mount steals it away. Anhofer with it on the left-hand side, got it kicked away and cleared off into the backfield, and Mount will have to chase it down. And they do. Boy, Hanover just a step ahead of the Mount here tonight. Beery with it, kicked it off of one of the people on the sideline, and it went out of bounds. And Mount will get it back, and they get it over on the right-hand side. Beery with it, kicked away, saved over to Dotson. Dotson back up to Beery. Beery with it, kicks it over to the right side, into the foot of Rugg. Rugg has it, and she clears it back outside, and they ran into a stone wall there of Emma Gill, who just would not give away any real estate. Gill clears it upfield, and it will go out of bounds and back to the Mount. Boy, Gill just would not give away any real estate, and the ball just went free. That's how physical this game has been, and Hanover has been the one that's really been dishing it out. The Mount has responded, but it hasn't been easy for them here tonight. Hanover then threw the ball away, and now they'll get it back. They'll throw it in, and it will be inbounded on the right side to Gill, and Gill lost it. And again, it will turn it back over to the Mount. 5 minutes in. Second half, scoreless. Last we knew, it was 2-0 Rose-Hulman over Transylvania. That was late in the first half. Pass upfield, knocked free by Hanover again. And they come away on the dribble. then stolen away by the Mount, but then Hanover took it right back, and then it's kicked away, saved on the right side to Jenny Young. Young kicks it upfield, and then the Mount gets it back, saves it from going on goal, and kicked it out of bounds. As we said, if you're looking at this on the football field, this game has been played between the 20s. Hanover will inbound it. In the corner to our left. Getting inbounds, it goes to Castiglione. She'll kick it on goal. Saved on the play by the Mount. Good play by Castiglione, but even better by the goalkeeper, Megan Kallmeyer. And she'll kick it away for the Mount. Good high kick. Again, Hanover has a couple of players right around the ball. That's the way it's been all night long. And the Mount clears it off on the right-hand side. They get it back out to Anhofer. Now over to Beery. Beery gets it up the field to Anhofer on goal, and it'll be an offsides. 38 minutes left to go. And they are still attempting to figure out what that is flying above the stadium right now. We are in the flight pattern of CVG, the airport, down near Florence, Kentucky, and I didn't think you could have a drone flying in the flight pattern of these planes, and sure enough, that's the way it is. So they've got to take care of that problem. 37-29 to go in this second half. We still have no score, and neither team has really beat on the goal to even break this tie. Hanover clears it away, taken away by Beery, up the field, trying to chase it down Anhofer, and Anhofer can't chase it down. Hanover will, and then they'll kick it out on the left-hand side. It's just been one of those games where the Mount has just been a day late and $1 short. But we're still tied up at 0-0. That pass knocked free and kicked upfield. On the run is Gill. Gill, double team, kick on goal, saved by Patterson. Oh, nice job. Saved by Kallmeyer, excuse me. Kallmeyer with the save on a great job. Had to dive to her right to kick that one away. And the Mount will get it. That's the first legitimate shot that Hanover has really had in this ball game. Ball kicked away. Hanover's got it back. Hanover, they get it back up the field. Kicked free, knocked away, taken back by Phillips. Phillips on the right side. Kicks it over near the sideline, and then it's kicked out of bounds over on the right corner. 36:04 remaining. 36 minutes left to go in this ball game. Barring any overtime that we have. Hanover playing defense. And they stole the pass, knocked free, ball loose on the sideline, taken right back by Mount. Lions double teamed over on that sideline, and Anhofer gets away from it. Now back upfield, Anhofer brings it up the left-hand side, kicks it down into the center of the field, and Patterson will kick it away. Saved in the middle of the field by the Mount. Mount seems to be picking up some energy here as they get the ball up on the right-hand side again. Again with it, stolen away, and Hanover comes back up the field. Then the Mount will kick it away. Again, we're playing this game mainly in midfield. Anhofer trying to chase the ball down. Boy, she has been all over this field tonight. And so is Fox for Hanover, for that matter. With it up the field, here comes the Mount up the right-hand side, and overrunning the ball is Britt. Gets it over on the right-hand side, Anhofer. Anhofer with it down in the right corner, taken away and stolen, and Anhofer just has to reach down and touch her toes, trying to catch her breath. In the backfield, tripped up And there'll be a foul called against the Lions. And let's see, they're going to talk to again after that foul penalty called. And for some reason, the officials stopped the clock to talk to Ginn on that one. Ball knocked free, taken right back by the Mount. Rugg with it, kicks it upfield, trying to go to Anhofer, and does. Anhofer with it up the right-hand side. That's Fox, and Fox got it knocked away and stolen away and out of bounds by Alana Roan. That's Anna Black, excuse me, not Roan, Black. We're under 34 minutes left to go.
Mount St. Joe corner kick, number 21.
It'll be a
Anhofer.
Anhofer will kick it from the left corner, and she's got Fox right next to her, about 10 yards away. And now Fox is going to head towards the goal. That ball is kicked up by a header, and again right over the goal post and out of bounds. That's the third time tonight that the Mount has put a shot on goal, and it went over the top of the goal post.
Entering for Hanover, number 22.
Coming in for Hanover
Annabeth Hawkins.
is Annabeth Hawkins from Versailles, Kentucky.
Number 13, Gabrielle Egan.
And also into the ball game,
23, Chloe Young.
Chloe Young for the Mount. 33 minutes left to go in this ball game. And back joining us now, Blake Watson. Did you find it?
Yeah, they were flying a drone on the field. Oh, come on, Gabrielle.
And Gabrielle trying to chase it down, does, but has no shot on goal. Gets it back out. Now the shot on goal blocked away. Again, Ginn with it on the right side, and they got kicked out of bounds.
Yeah, Lions had a golden opportunity there. Egan had kind of cut away from it, though.
And shot near the center of the field, knocked free, stolen away. And now back to the Mount over on the left-hand side, stolen again by Hanover.
Yeah, just out of the reach of Layla Usler on that pass.
Lions, though, are picking up the pace.
You can see it really well at field level as I was just down there.
And kicking it near the sideline for the Mount is Bivak. Bivak kicked it off of one of the Hanover players, and it'll be the Mount's ball. They'll throw it in, and they do. And it goes to Anhofer. Try to get it back. Now Bivak has it, stolen away by the Panthers.
A lot of time and space here for Hanover. Lions got to play this smart. They got a runner on the backside.
Jenny Young kicks it over
Yeah,
on the
they're out of
backside.
shape.
Feeds it up the right-hand side, kicked away. Good hustle defensively by the Mount. And the ball is going to be near out of bounds and will be cleared out of bounds.
That's a great individual effort there by Mackenzie Dotson. Hanover had another opportunity there. If they could have got a foot on that and put it back in front of the goal. Callahan and Dotson were kind of in a straight line with nobody back to defend the runner behind them.
And the kick gets knocked away and out of bounds again.
And Sharippa with the tackle over there.
No score here from Schuler Field, this semifinal game. With it on the right side, kicked away and out of bounds again. Any score on that Rose-Hulman game?
Still 2-0 in favor of the Fighting Engineers. They're in the 60th minute.
Inbounds knocked free by the Mount. They headed up the field. It's into Anhofer. Anhofer got it kicked away. And then centered by Hanover as they have it. Ball knocked free, stolen away by the Mount. They clear it out near the center. That's Anhofer. Kicks it up the right side. Egan with it. Gabrielle Egan got the ball kicked free, but coming in and trying to steal it away is Young. And Young got it taken away, but Egan will chase it down. On the left-hand side is Hanover, and knocking her down and going after the ball. Best physical play we've seen tonight by the Mount.
And it was clean. It was shoulders, arms down, shoulder to shoulder between Callahan and the Hanover player. It looked physical, but it was a clean play.
Castiglione got it kicked away and out of bounds by Rachel Ginn. And Hanover will inbound the ball. Jenny Young for Hanover clears it off into the middle.
Oh, good play to Anhofer. Anhofer throws it up the field. If that gets by
Again.
Kendall Fox.
Trying to chase it down. Here comes Fox on the goal with the right foot. Kicks it into the goal. Knocked away by Patterson.
Yeah, that was a nervy moment there for Patterson. She was unable to catch it cleanly. Went down to a pair of knees. It got away from her. Luckily for her, it went out of bounds. If that glances back in front of the net, it's likely a Lions goal. That was another beautiful ball by Anhofer.
We're under a half an hour left in this game.
Regulation. We got to say regulation
Well,
because it's tournament soccer.
Yeah,
day.
that's true. Inbounds from the corner. Knocked free. Hanover chasing it down near this sideline then is going to be Fox, but she's not going to be able to catch up to it.
Fox and Egan have switched sides here to change the look for the Hanover defense. It's kind of the idea of putting a receiver in the slot in the NFL. You move him around, make it really hard to game plan against Kendall Fox. You want Hanover to forget where she is.
Hanover definitely
Great touch by Layla.
That pass over on the left-hand side. Anhofer throws it in. Knocked away by Patterson. Return shot wide of the net.
That was a great one-handed punch there by Patterson. She's been pretty good in this ball game. It goes out for a goal kick for Hanover. Thought they might give that a Lions corner kick. Shots are now 12-4. 7 on goal in favor of the Lions. 1 on goal for Hanover. And I didn't see it, but it sounded like a great stop by Megan Kallmeyer on their one shot.
It was. Had to dive wide to her right to get it.
That ball was 3 feet in front of the box.
Kick upfield, out of bounds. Off to the track. And Hanover will throw it in.
We have a couple of subs coming in here for the Pioneers. Looks like Lily Clark.
They have been liberal in their substitutions tonight.
Yeah, that's typically the way soccer works. So it's 7, Maddie Mosby, and Lily Clark, number 35, checking in for the Lions. It's number 5, Maya Cracciolo. Get Kendall Fox a quick breather. She will absolutely be back in this ball game.
No.
Yeah. I do like the college soccer rule versus like international soccer rule, and that you can sub constantly. Now, they did change the rules a little bit this year for substitutions, and that if the leading team subs in the last 15 minutes, the clock stops. In the old days, you would see, you're up 1-0 with 14 minutes to go, and it is every time the ball goes out of play, they were subbing to kill time, and they cannot do that anymore. Hanover had an opportunity, another threatening run there. If they could have played it off to Shermer on that right side, it's played back to Kallmeyer. Kallmeyer plays it across. Dotson gets it away.
And it's onto the foot of Utzler.
Yeah, they're going to get a late handball call. So Hanover will have another free kick once again in a nervy spot.
Hanover will have the kick, and they left foot it up near the goal, and it's knocked free and then kicked off the foot and into the goal, and Hanover has just taken a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Kallmeyer tried to come off her line and get that, was unable to get a hand on it, and it started glancing around the front, and it was inevitable that ball was going to find the back of the net. So we talk about soccer a lot, me and Chuck especially. It's only their 5th shot, 2nd on goal, and they lead 1-0.
26-13 remaining.
It's a big, big moment in this game, obviously. The Lions have got to settle in and go find one.
Yep. There was just a lot of congestion around that goal.
And it looked more confusing like it did in the first half.
26-13 remaining. And it's 1-0 Hanover.
Beery will check back in. Looks like Callahan's going to get a breather.
As she comes out, Beery in. And the Lions now find themselves down 1-0 in this semifinal game.
Got to go find one. Got to go find one now. Before you were more relaxed in it. The problem you open yourself up to, 1 goal difference, is you're going to stretch it out and try to get that second one. You cannot get your equalizer. You cannot give up a second one.
Yeah. Hanover will clear it out near midfield, and it'll be kicked around, saved over near the sideline by Castiglione, and knocked out of bounds.
Lions throw.
And they will throw it into Anhofer. Anhofer with it. Got the ball kicked away off her foot, out of bounds. Still a lot of time left in this ball game, but it's one of those that the further down it goes, the more confidence Hanover has in winning this game now.
Absolutely. The underdog's now playing with a ton of confidence. Great stop there by Sharippa to get the ball back on the offensive side, but can't find the feet of a teammate.
Hanover goal was credited to number 23, Anna Black.
Said that goal has been credited to Anna Black.
Yeah,
Hanover.
There will be an assist on it as well.
There's a lot of congestion. You couldn't tell who it was, and it bounced around on that goal line for a couple bounces too, Blake.
Yeah, there for a second I thought the Lions might be able to clear it out, but
and it took the turn, and it's 1-0 Hanover, and they have it up the field going from right to left, and the ball kicked free out of bounds.
Defensively, the Mound has been chasing a ton here. Pretty much the whole game. They've not looked very settled along that back line, which I know I'm kind of, the old beating a dead horse. I've been saying it a lot, but the back line has not looked settled the whole game.
Anna Roan's in for Hanover. Castiglione will check out. Roan from Owensboro, Kentucky, Apollo High School.
The home of Mariano McKenzie, famed Mount St. Joseph running back.
Wish we had him this year.
I bet he wishes he was still playing, too.
I bet he does. As we're under 24 minutes remaining, ball loose in that side, goes out. Winner plays Saturday night. Where?
Transy has come back and scored 1 to get back in that game. So it's 2-1 in favor of Rose Holman.
If Hanover wins this game, they will play either at Rose or Transylvania.
Correct.
If the Mount wins, it's here on Saturday night. Hanover kicks it into the backfield to Roan, and Roan got it knocked away and out of bounds by Anhofer.
That'll be a goal kick for Hanover.
I was going to say earlier, defensively, Hanover is dropping everyone back into the zone, and they're not even concerned about offensive end.
Jenny Young checks back in for Hanover. Yeah, no, the 1-goal lead, you only need 1 goal difference. You're not always trying to score. Now, if they get a breakaway, they will take it and go try to score. But at some point, they'll park the bus, and they will sink literally 9 of the 10 field players behind the 30-yard line and make the Lions try to find a way to beat them.
Right. Hanover, ball bouncing around like a pinball on a pool table, and they kick it and clear it up the field.
Dotson will play this back to Kohlmeyer.
And does. Kohlmeyer's going to kick it away and get it off to Beery. Beery tried to clear it on the right-hand side. Mount with it, off to Anhofer. She got it kicked away and out of bounds. So the Mount will inbound it with a throw-in. That's Young. And she'll inbound it, throw it right into a Hanover head.
Yeah, I don't love the fact that we have players taking throw-ins that are wearing gloves right now. I don't know what level of – I know they're not wide receiver gloves. So I don't know what kind of stickiness they are. But they're the old-school dollar store gloves my mom used to buy me when I played soccer. That ball is slipping all over them gloves. Mary is wide open over here on the near side.
Yes.
They've got to find a way to get the ball to her feet.
And their defense is overloaded to that side, too.
That was a foul on Hanover that was not called. She had hooked Rachel Ginn.
That ball's going to go travel down into the right corner and out of bounds. We're under 22 minutes remaining. Kohlmeyer is going to kick the Ball up the field and does to Berry. Berry with it on the left-hand side. Now taken away by Hanover. Hanover gets it up the field to Clark. Clark on the left-hand side, knocked away and picked up by Kallmeyer. Kallmeyer's going to go ahead and kick it, and it's a short kick, but headed by Anhofer. Ball knocked free. Anhofer goes back and takes it off the foot of a Panther player. Now she brings it up the field. Anhofer with it, receives the pass, got knocked free, knocked to the ground.
That's a foul.
No call.
So he allowed the Lions to play advantage. Didn't make the signal for advantage. Let the Lions play advantage because they had an opportunity to maybe get a shot at goal.
So now they'll kick it. The Mount will.
And this is a similar spot to where Hanover was able to get the ball in and score their goal.
And it's kicked on goal and knocked free.
Good job by Dotson to go in there and cut that thing out. Hanover able to get it out of bounds there.
But you notice where all of the players for Hanover from up here, you could see they were down from the 30-yard line in.
It's going to get worse as the game goes along.
They are just trying to make everything congested down near the goal. And again, the Lions throw it in, and they throw it right to a Hanover player.
It'll stay in for the Lions.
With it, that's Anhofer. Kicks it up the right side. Tried to get it Anhofer, and it went right by her, and it'll go out of bounds. 19 minutes to go in the game. It's a 1-0 Hanover lead. Fox is coming back. So is Best and Callahan.
Yeah, Callahan, she'll move from her normal center defensive position into an attacking position. She can play both ends, and she's able to find the back of the net at a relatively high pace. A little surprised we haven't seen Presley Rugg back in this game, too, as another scoring option.
Rugg was in for a little while and then was replaced while you were down trying to be the air traffic controller.
Doesn't even make sense.
With it on the right side, Fox double teamed again. It almost seems like Hanover's playing with 12.
At least around Kendall Fox it does.
With it, clearing it off to the middle.
Yep.
Kicking over to Anhofer. Anhofer now dribbling towards the left. Left foots it in. Knocked free. And the ball kicked away by Hanover. Good defense, but then the Lions get it back. They go to Anhofer over on the right-hand side. She'll chase it down near the sideline.
That shot that Anhofer took with the left foot hit right off the chest of Bivac. If it doesn't, it's probably in the back of the net.
With it on the right side. Near the sideline, Chloe Young back over to Anhofer. Anhofer crossover dribble. Kicks it near the goal, knocked free. Ball near the goal. Put it in.
Equalizer.
We're tied at 1.
And Mary Anhofer won't get credit for an assist on that play. I don't think. I got to see what Patrick does over there doing the stats. But she was the linchpin in what made that happen. Great service into the box. It gets past the first opportunity to score, and then someone's there at the back post to put it in. I'll try to see if I can see who scored that.
17:28 left to go. We're tied at 1.
It's Kendall Fox, I believe. It's either Kendall Fox or Lindsey Bivac, but I believe it was Kendall Fox.
That's on Joe goal, number 54, Kendall Fox.
That's who they're going to give it to.
And actually, Patrick did give Anhofer an assist. And after watching it again, I think it's the right call to give Mary an assist. And Mary will take a break now. She's been out there the whole game. Currently has played all 72 minutes. Mary has, Sharippa has, and Dotson has.
Deserves a breather.
Yeah, and you could see if they were going to find an equalizer, it was going to be Mary Anhofer that kind of sparked that run.
Well, now you've got sudden death almost.
Yeah, it really is. Now 17:28 here to play. As Presley Rugg actually checked back in for Mary there. Lions will try to get a second one here. They don't want to go to overtime. You don't want to be in an opportunity where one goal beats you.
Let's see if that picks up the pace here for the Lions as they've got it up the far side, steal the ball.
Great move. I believe that's Sharippa on the ball.
I think you're right.
Plays it into Bivac. Really good play.
Bivac with it. Feeds it over to the right side.
A little more
That's
pace
Ginn.
on that pass from Ginn, and it gets the Lions.
Ginn got knocked free, and Ginn then knocked it away from Castiglione. She'll put it in, and it's kicked off of the stomach of Chloe Young. And Young maybe a little bit out of breath right now after she took that one in the belly button.
Hanover will have another sub. Is Caitlin Keenan checks into the game. I believe that might be her first time in the ballgame, Dave.
Seems like
it is.
I'm better looking.
Yeah. I think Coach Murray would argue with that.
16-20. It's one of the few nights off he gets.
Yeah, I kind of have expected him to be here, to be honest with you, just because he loves it. I know he's at home listening. Chuck, we miss you, buddy. You're always obviously a person we love seeing around here. Great defensive stop there by Rugg to get the ball away.
Callahan with it near midfield, and then Hanover comes back and takes it away.
You'll see Callahan. Kendall Fox usually looks like the Lion at the top with the most pace. Callahan joins her up top now, and Callahan definitely has some serious pace to her. She usually uses that pace to stop goals. Right now she's trying to put the Lions ahead by one.
So now they will put it in play near the right corner. And they'll throw it in for a header, and it's taken down off the ground and kicked out of bounds by Dotson. So Hanover will have it back near the right corner over on the far side. And they inbound it. Knocked free. Kicked away over near the right corner, and that one will single out of bounds again.
Yeah, it went out of bounds just to the goal line side of the flag over there, so it's a Lions goal kick. That'd have been a dangerous spot to have a throw. You turn it over in that spot, it's tough.
Yeah.
Colmeyer will set it down on the left side of the box, and most likely this will be played right back to her. Oh, a little bit too far back there for my liking.
Yeah. You don't want that ball that loose in the goal crease. Knocked free, Hanover with it. That's Gill. Gill on the left side, kicks it over on the left-hand side, and it's knocked near the goal, but it's taken out of bounds by Colmeyer.
It'll once again be a goal kick.
Under 15 minutes to go. We're tied at 1.
The Lions will play one deep here, it looks like, which, again, they don't do very often. Rose has added another in Terre Haute. They lead 3-1. So it will likely be the winner of this game versus Rose Holman, either in Terre Haute or here in Cincinnati. Oh, Presley Rugg.
ran right through Muhlenkamp. I don't think she ever saw her there.
I don't think she did either.
That ball gets kicked out of bounds, and the Lions will throw it back in. And they inbound. And again, knocked free and stolen away by Hanover. That has not been their forte tonight, inbounding the ball.
Dotson has it out to Beery here.
Beery from Hamilton Baden kicks it up the field. And again, it's Ginn. Ginn knocked free, ball loose, and it's into the hands, or the feet, I should say, of Rugg. Rugg got it knocked free, cleared out near midfield by Hanover, and they'll try to clear it deep, and the Lions will go back and get it and then kick it up the far side, and it will be chased down by Fox.
Yeah, nobody was running with her, but I don't know that there's anybody out there that can win a foot race with Kendall Fox anyway.
And Fox.
Good connecting pass there from Bivac to get Fox on the run down the left side.
Fox double team. Now stops. Kicks it near the center field. Kick near the goal.
Presley.
Ball got knocked free, and there's a tackle inside the box, and it's going to be.
Oh, that's brutal.
Oh, no call.
That's really bad.
That is a terrible call.
And then a hip check right in front of you.
And it goes out of bounds. Wow.
Yeah, and Presley flopped a little bit, I think, which may be the reason she didn't get the call. But it was definitely a foul directly in the middle of her back, right in front of the goal, and almost cardable in the fact that it takes away a goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah, that shot way wide right of the goal. As we're under 12 minutes to go in this game.
Clock stoppage for a substitution as Hanover checks in number 16, Haley Miller, and number 35, Lily Clark. The question I have for Coach Darren Gallagher is how long do you let Mary Anhofer sit on the bench?
As long as you can.
For Hanover, number 16, Hallie Miller. And number 35, Lily Clark.
We're under 12 minutes to go, clock running. 1-1 your score.
Yeah, this is once again back to nervy situations. Any misplay, any mistake by either side. Great job by Mackenzie Dotson to come out and get that, but the Lions are out of shape. Sharippa does a good job of getting back there, and Dotson cuts it out and carries it up the field.
Gets it up on the left side, and Hanover will have it back as they reset.
Just allows the Lions to re-get their shape, get their back four back in line.
Hanover clears it off into the center.
Gill with a great pass.
Gill.
I thought she was off.
Kicks it near the goal, and it's saved by Kallmeyer.
It was really close to offside. We did not get a flag from our official over there.
And Kallmeyer kicks it and shanks it, and it's going to go out of bounds here on this side.
We'll have a bunch of subs, and there's my answer to my question is Anhofer's back in the game.
Yes.
Along with Egan and Usler for the Lions. And then Annabeth Hawkins is on for Hanover on that right defensive side.
Callahan is leaving. So is Anna Best. Or check it, is that Bivac or Best?
Bivac, Callahan, and Fox.
Entering for the Mount.
Fox getting another breather.
These are, my guess, relatively quick breathers here for those goal scorers.
Number 21.
That pass is kicked out of bounds by the Panthers off of the Mount. So they'll inbound it again. And the ball is kicked near the center. Knocked free by the Mount. Ball loose in the center of the field, but the Mount will clear it out. Castiglione.
There was two of those potential mistakes I talked about there. Rachel Ginn made one, and then Layla Utzler made one, both playing the ball back towards their goal and kind of glancing plays that ended up in tough spots.
Castiglione then clears it in the middle, and it gets kicked out of bounds.
Young wisely plays that out to allow the Lions to set their defense.
10 minutes to go in the game. 1-1, regulation time. Hanover on the right side, kicks it near the center. The Mount kicks it out of there defensively, and Hanover goes back and regains possession. Again, kicked off of a Mount player, but saved in. And then the Mount gets it back. Utzler feeds it upfield, chasing it down. Is Ginn, and he can't get to it, and it's kicked out of bounds by Patterson.
It's a good play by Patterson. She was always in control of that. There was never a risk of her not making that play. It was a good idea by Rugg to try to give her teammate, I believe that was Egan, some space to run that ball down. Young gets it into Anhofer.
Anhofer, who came back in a minute ago, kicks it off on the right-hand side, and he got knocked free. Castiglione clears it, and then we've got a collision on the ball. All ball, no call on the right. Anhofer with it, right sideline. With the double dribble, knocked free, cleared out by Hanover, then back over to Anhofer. Anhofer with the left foot got it into the crease, and it just went over the head
of Presley Rugg.
And went off the left goalpost and out.
Stopping the clock for another substitution. It's getting very physical down there right now. There were multiple plays that could have been called fouls on that last exchange, and none of them were called. I'm a little surprised at the physicality that's being let go right now by our center official.
8:38 to go. And the Mount Over on the far side, gets the ball knocked free. Hanover with it, kicked away. Hanover got it back, but then the Mount chases it down, tried to clear it, and it's kicked out of bounds over near the track.
That'll be a Lions throw there. Now a Hanover throw. I have a similar question for Coach Gallagher that I had a few minutes ago about Mary Ann Hoffer. How long do you leave Kendall Fox on the bench?
Right now there's 8 minutes exactly to go.
Lions throw.
This has not been their forte tonight. And they inbound it. That time they clear it towards the goal, but it's knocked free by Hanover with a header. And it's chased out of bounds by Sharippa. Hanover has it over near the sideline, and Mount will inbound it as it went out of bounds. They get it back inside, and overrunning the ball was the Lions.
Yeah, Rugg kind of stepped on it there.
Yeah. So did Bevac, as Bevac kind of tripped over the ball. Ball loose, center of the field. Anhofer has it. Again, double team. Ball knocked free. Anhover got it back. Anhover with the dribble up the left-hand side. Stops near the center of the field. Kicks it over on the right-hand side to Ginn put a shot on goal, and it went wide.
Yeah, Ginn was just trying to throw that ball at the net and hopes for a rebound. Shermer checks back in along with Phillips for Hanover.
Entering for Hanover.
They both started the game, and now they're back in together.
Number 11, Izzy Schultz.
Under 7 minutes left to go. 6:57 exactly. 1-1 tie. And that kick, good kick by Patterson.
Oh, if that gets
but
through.
knocked free, and Anhover tried to chase it down, but Anhover got a foot on it. Gets it back to Dotson. Dotson clears it up the right side. Goes to Young. Young with the right foot. Now off to Rugg. Now back over on the right-hand side to Anhofer. Anhofer tried to put a shot on goal, but it was knocked free and picked up by Patterson.
Yeah. Black got there at the same time as Anhofer was able to kind of block that a little bit and take some steam off of it for the goalkeeper, Patterson.
Clock continues to run. Castiglione left side, kicked it up the field near the left corner. It's going to stay inbounds, but the Mounters going to try to force it out, and it will go out of bounds near that left corner.
It's a Mount throw. She was hoping it would roll out the end line.
So throwing it in is Chloe Young.
As Ricky Chase checks back in for the Lions, it'll be Rugg taking a seat.
Entering from Mount St. Joseph, number 12, Ricky Chase.
Mount will inbound. Again, they throw it in, and it goes off of a Hanover player. And the Mount gets it back. They clear it out of the zone and get it up near midfield. Taken in by Ricky Chase.
Great ball.
That kick knocked free. Chase chases it down, trying to get it back. Then Hanover cleared it back into their own zone, up the left side.
Another great play by Mackenzie Dotson cutting that ball out.
Yeah.
And that finds Chase. The Lions are on the counter.
Gill gets it up to Chase, and it goes out of bounds.
It'll be a Lions throw. Mackenzie Dotson playing a fantastic game.
Both teams eyeing that clock. 5 minutes to go in regulation.
One play.
Inbound. Knocked free. Ball headed back up near midfield by Hanover. Knocked away, but can't getting inside is Utzler.
It was a great job by Jenny Young to hold off Layla Utzler, keep her on her back and keep the ball in front of her, not turn the ball over.
With it.
That'll be not a foul.
Not a foul. Kicked it upfield, chasing it down. Utzler, and it'll be grabbed by Kalmar.
Just inside the 18. Lucky that ball was inside the 18 and not outside. Because if it was outside, Kallmeyer was in a tough spot. Better punt this time from Kallmeyer.
Went high. Anhofer couldn't control it. Ball loose on the sideline, and Hanover regains control of it. They have it upfield. And grabbed by Dotson. Dotson lost the handle. Picked back up by Hanover.
Yeah, that's a tough giveaway and a tough spot.
And with it on the left-hand side now is Horsley. Horsley got the ball knocked free, taken away by Young. Cleared up the field. Castiglione trying to chase it down and does. Gets it into the center of the field. Castiglione now got the pass back. Double teamed, kicks it upfield and gets it off on the left-hand side near the sideline to Shermer. Shermer kicked it away. Mount will kick it up the field, and it goes to Chase. Chase has got it right now. Kicks it to the middle of the field. Anhofer is up there.
That's Egan.
Egan with it. Egan with it on the right side. Now got the ball knocked free and knocked away by Castiglione. Saves it and kicked it out of bounds.
Heck of a ball there for the Lions. Unable to get on the end of it was Egan. I keep looking at Kendall Fox, wondering when Coach Gallagher's going to pull the trigger. Just 3 minutes left in this game.
And the Mount throws it in. Ball loose. Kicked back. It goes to Ginn. Ginn over on the left-hand side. Ball center of the field now. And again, Hanover's got it covered, but the Mount will clear it back out front. Again, Hanover tried to kick it out of their own zone. And they'll control the ball. Anna Black kicked it free. Chase trying to chase it down, but the ball will be cleared, headed into the front by the Mount. Controlled by Utzler. And now a kick into the front
she was
court.
on. Mary was
on. Side. That's Anhofer. Anhofer got it knocked free, got it back, got a kick off to the goal, but it was knocked free and kicked out of bounds. Good defense by Muhlenkamp.
Great defense by Muhlenkamp. And usually that's a Mary Anhofer goal. She did a great job. Look for Mary to lay this ball probably to the back post and try to find maybe Rachel Ginn. Ricky Chase is a big target. The only person back here for the Lions looks like is Chloe Young as Mackenzie Dotson joins the offensive attack.
Kick near the center of the goal. Ball knocked free. Mount gets it back. Kicks it there. They get it back over to Anhofer. Anhofer right corner, and she was offsides.
Yeah. Good idea there for Mackenzie to play that thing out to Mary, but Mary had not gotten back onside from the corner kick.
1:10 remaining. In regulation, we're tied at 1. Both goals have come in this second half. Castiglione kicks it upfield. Good kick. Gets it off to Horsley.
1 minute remaining.
Horsley clears it in the backfield to Muhlenkamp. Up the far side on the right sideline. Hanover kicks it into the center of the field, knocked free by the Mount. And they clear it out to the middle of the field. That's Chase. Chase backpedals and gets it back outside. Kicks it over on the right side. 35 seconds to go.
Yeah, one more rush. You'd like to get one more opportunity at it, and you're trying to find the right person, and they did, and that's Mary Anhofer. And now she's got space.
Anhofer to the center.
Great
Gets
pass
it
to
off
Ricky
to Chase. Chase then couldn't find the ball, couldn't catch up to it then.
Oh, and that's going to be a Hanover throw.
And it's
stop the
kicked
clock.
Out of bounds. 14.2 seconds to go.
Yeah, likely headed to some extra free soccer here, short of something miraculous in these last 14 seconds. They've been a very well-played first half, or second half.
Each team with one goal. And they'll inbound it. And that pass kicked away and out of bounds. Back to Hanover by Ginn. And there's 5 seconds to go as they count it down, and that'll do it for the regulation time here at Schuler Field. And we're going to see some extra soccer tonight, Blake.
Yeah, and if you're Hanover, you're probably happy about this. The Lions definitely are not. As Rose has won in that other semifinal match. So whoever plays them on Saturday will have played at least an extra few minutes of soccer today. I'm being told to run the clock, so I'm going to step off.
And with we got 5 minutes in between both of them, both periods. And again, as you said, what are the rules going into the extra period?
Yeah, so it's basically the same as normal. Everything else is the same other than the fact that a goal will end it. It's golden goal, so we'll wait and see who kicks off first. They just did a coin flip, I believe, to figure out who kicks off and what ends and all that jazz. That all is new for overtime, but the big difference is a goal ends it. So if I've talked about it a lot throughout this game, that one anxious moment, that one misplay, that one ball that you thought you could get to that you can't, or whatever, could be the determining factor in this game. And if you're Hanover, you've given yourself a shot to upset the regular season champs, the defending tournament champs, and then now all they need is one ball.
Yeah, they are playing with a lot of confidence,
and they should be. They're playing very good soccer. They're defensively, they've been great. I mean, the Lions have 8 shots on goal and 1 goal. Now, of those 8 shots on goal, I would say 6 of them were legitimate scoring opportunities. A couple of them were just thrown at the front of the net that were saved by Patterson. But for the most part, the Lions have dominated on the offensive side. But, again, we go to overtime tied 1-1.
What is Hanover doing, Blake, in this game that is giving the Mount the most problems?
It's sort of, it looks like they're trapping what the Lions want to do. So obviously, if you watch this game, the Lions want to play through Mary Anhofer. They want to play through Kendall Fox on the offensive end. Those are their two. Anhofer's the distributor. Fox is the goal scorer. Those are the two kind of keys for the Lions offensive unit. And every time either one of them touch the ball, there are multiple Hanover eyes on them, watching them at every step. And they've done a great job with Fox. Now, she is the goal scorer, but she's a goal scorer because of a great service in by Mary Anhofer. Now, Anhofer's had some space here in the second half to operate, which is actually what led to the Lions' goal.
And, of course, with head coach Gallagher keeping Fox out for what appeared to be like the last 5 minutes.
I think it was closer to 8, Dave.
Might have been, yeah.
I actually was going to go back and look at that and forgot to.
But, I mean, with her out 8 minutes, she's well-rested going into this overtime.
And I think that might have been part of what he was looking at. If we score without her out there, great. If not, I can throw her back out there with some fresh legs in the overtime period.
But now if you're Hanover, do you continue with the same game plan and what they've been doing? Because mainly they're thinking defense first, score second.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, you got to think about if you think you have the better goalkeeper, you would like your chances better in penalty kicks. So if you're Hanover and you think, you're what on paper is the lesser team, but if you really like your goalkeeper, you want it to go to penalty kicks. You want to give your goalkeeper an opportunity to win it for you. Now, looking down at Patterson, she's not a big goalkeeper, which leads to a tougher time typically in penalty kicks. There's so much space down there to cover. Kallmeyer's closer to 6 foot, probably about 5'10". So you would think the Lions would have an advantage there, but you just never know. So I think if I'm Hanover, I'm probably playing to get this thing to penalty kicks. Now, if you get an opportunity, a breakaway, you get something in the final third, you get a corner kick, you get a free kick in a tough spot, like the first goal they scored, you go after it. But I'm not selling out and stretching the field out because you know how good of a counter team the Lions are. And if Kendall Fox gets on the run or Mary Anhofer gets the ball at her feet, there's a really good chance they're going to score a goal.
And like we were talking, the thing that Hanover was doing almost the entire second half was taking everybody down to this end defensively and trying to just make a lot of congestion.
Yeah, and they did a good job at it. They kind of closed off a bunch of passing lanes. Now, Lions had a couple balls over the top, couple through balls that just didn't connect. So there were some opportunities in that defense. The Mount wants to stretch you out. They want to make you play, 110 yards of, or I guess it's technically 120 yards of soccer. They want you to have to cover the whole field. That's why they play those short goal kicks. So if they have an opportunity to stretch you out, that's what they want. They want to get on the counter and get on the run.
Well, both teams now huddled around their head coaches, Darren Gallagher for the Mount and James Watts for Hanover, to get ready for this overtime period of 15 minutes. And as Blake said,
it might only be 10 now that I think about it. Honest to goodness, I don't know.
It is 10.
I literally just thought about that the last second. I think it is 10. But it's 2 10-minute periods.
Well, you were saying it was 2 15-minute periods.
Yeah. You would think, I would know the rules.
We have caught Blake Watson being wrong.
It happens more than you think, Dave. And I'll admit it when I do it, 'cause it actually doesn't happen that often, unless you're talking to my wife. Then I'm always wrong.
We all are.
Yeah, that's a fact. Kendall Fox will start this overtime period, Dave, as I look down there. Lions look like they're going with Utzler, Kallmeyer, Anhofer again, Chloe Young, Elena Sharippa, Beery, Fox.
Dotson about knocked Fox into the bench as they were doing their warm-ups.
Don't hurt her. Paige Callahan and Lindsay Bevac for the Lions. It'll be a little harder for me to tell who's out there for Hanover, as I don't know their roster nearly as well as I know ours. It'll be Shermer up front, joined by Phillips, Lily Clark out wide to the left, Horsley in the center with Shermer. It is still Patterson in the goal. Backline looks like it's black.
Well, it's
Who's that? Turn around, young lady. I need to see your number. Can't do it. They need to put sleeves on numbers in soccer, make it much easier. Maddie Canavan, Castiglione's still over there. It looks like the usual suspects are out there for Hanover. Probably basically their starting lineup.
So, 10-minute period. 1-1 your score. Rose Holman basically has already won.
Yeah, that game is final, 3-1.
3-1. So Rose Holman, if the Mount wins, the championship is Saturday night here. If the Mount loses to Hanover, it will be at Rose Holman on Saturday night. Here we go. As Hanover's going from left to right across your computer screen, they clear the ball into the middle, and it goes way past.
It'll be out
And
for
out
a
of
line
bounds.
throw. Sharippa will take it. Trying to connect with Phillips there. Unable to.
Into Anhofer, back to Sharippa. Now they get it off to Utzler. Utzler back off to Sharippa. Kicks it over to the right side to Anhofer, back to Sharippa, and she gets it back over to Anhofer.
It's exactly what the Lions wanted. They got Hanover stretched out a little bit. Anhofer gets the ball at her feet. Plays it up to Fox. Oh, that was almost a beautiful ball from Fox to Callahan. Callahan cuts across it.
Fox is going to save it in to Anhofer on the left side. Back over to Fox. No, check that.
It's Callahan.
Callahan with it. Got it knocked free, and it will clear it out to Hanover. And saved in by Utzler. Mika Doxson.
Eventually goes out for a Lions throw. She did a good job there to cut Shermer off and not allow her to run up the line, up the near sideline. If she gets on that ball, she had a ton of space to work with.
Young inbounds it. And they clear it out back to Dotson into the front court. Callahan with it. Over on the right side to Ginn. Ginn now right sideline to Anhofer. Gets it back over to Bevac. Bevac dumps it off.
This is the Lions team I'm used to seeing. Crisp passes, finding feet, and the Lions are moving it up the field at a good pace.
And they clear it off to the center, but the Lions continue to have it. They've got it to Utzler. Utzler on the left-hand side spins, tried to get it in the center of the field, and it's kicked away by Hanover high over near the near side, and it'll be going out of bounds and back to Hanover.
Yeah, Sharippa was trying to let that roll out and be a Lions throw, but it played off her chest out of bounds.
7:45, again, a pass over the head, and it will go out of bounds, and this time the Mount will have it back. And they will inbound it, and do. Ooh, nice inbound kick to clear it off into the center of the field, but Hanover intercepted it. And they clear it off. Hanover has the ball to Horsley. Horsley on the left-hand side to Castiglione. Clears it up the field. Again, the Mount settling their defense back in. Can't get onto the ball. Ball knocked away and taken away by the Mount, but then Hanover will get it back.
Yeah, Bevac just trying to give her team some time there with that ball up the field. Hanover doing a good job of getting it back under control. This is dangerous.
And saved by Kallmeyer.
Extremely dangerous ball there into the box. Maddie Mosby tried to put it away, couldn't get much on it, but that was extremely dangerous. A great pass into the box by Hanover.
Kallmeyer is going to punt it away, and it is punted upfield. Nice kick to Utzler. Utzler then back. Got it knocked free, taken away, and coming back in is Dotson trying to steal it, but it went out of bounds, and the Mount will get it back. They'll throw it in. Shrippa inbounds it, ball knocked free after the header. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Utzler.
The Lions thought that would be their throw. A couple subs coming in for Hanover. Looks like Jenny Young back into the game and their goal scorer, Emma Gill.
5:59.
Entering for Hanover, number 3,
And it is
Emma
stopped
Gill.
here in this first
Number
overtime
20,
period.
Jenny Young.
Inbounds, headed towards the goal, but knocked free by the Mount. Hanover gets it back. They clear it up the field, knocked away by the Mount, and it's taken back in by Anhofer. Anhofer on the left-hand side, again with the dribble on the left-hand side. Left foots it, now stops to the left of the goal, kicks it back out front. Kick on goal, goes to the center of the field, knocked free, and the Mount will chase it back out, down outside. Kick near the sideline, back into the center of the field. Had something there, but they couldn't get their hands on the ball, and then the ball is kicked towards the goal, knocked free by Hanover, and they'll clear it out.
Beatback tried to go at a tough shot there and was unable to get it on. It was a great block there by the Hanover defender.
Shrip.
Unbelievable opportunity there. It was a great ball across for Fox. Utzler unable to get on it.
Utzler clears it off on the right side. With it on the right, knocked away, out of bounds.
That'll be a corner for the Lions. Marianne Hoffer will go over. This is her more natural side to take corners from. With that left foot, she can curve it from out to in. Look for this ball to go at the back post.
Mount St. Joe corner kick.
Boy, the crowd getting into it now. You can hear them stomping their feet.
Although Elena Sharippa's running over now, they might play it short here. I guess they probably won't. They're probably doing that just to draw at least one of the Hanover defenders. Plays it in, right to the middle.
Hit
Ball
up in the air, ball knocked free.
Punched away.
Kick still in the box, ball loose, kicked out.
We'll have a foul on Kendall Fox. It's a good call. She got the back of the leg of Gill. Now, it was a good call, but there have been a lot more contact that was not called both ways in this game. So it's a foul for sure. In the spot it happened, the contact absolutely was foul worthy. Hanover's got some space down the right side. Tries to flip it in.
Kick it into the center. Saved inside by Kallmeyer.
Kallmeyer wasn't sure if she was going to be able to pick that one up. As if it's played back to her with a foot, she's not allowed to. Rachel Ginn with a great takeaway right at midfield. With some space, tries to play it up to Fox. Not a great play up by Rachel.
Nope. Hanover got it back, saved it on the sideline. The Mount comes back with it on the right-hand side, Horsley. Horsley kicks it over to Phillips. Phillips then lost it out of bounds, is falling down after being tripped up. Is Beery.
Good play by Beery, and it actually glanced off of Izzy Phillips. Kind of played it between her legs, got a little bit of a touch.
She's feeling that one too, and that inbounds pass knocked free and out of bounds, and it will go back to Hanover. No, wait. Got substitutions coming in. And that's going to be coming in. I'll have to take a look at that. 2:54.
Entering for the Mount, number 13, Gabrielle Egan.
Egan into the ball game. So the inbounds by Hanover near midfield. Ball gets in, knocked free. With it, Shrippa. Shrippa tried to get it over to Egan, and Egan tried to put it behind her but couldn't get it away, and Hanover takes it back away to Aaron Terry. Terry clears it off, taken away by Mount. Mount will try to clear it out, and they do into the backfield, and then they'll clear it upfield to Anhofer. Anhofer near center.
Great ball into space to Chloe Young. Chloe plays it into the middle, unable to find a teammate. Again with a big stop there.
Fox with it in the center. Triple team. Ball knocked free. Shot knocked free. Anhofer had a left footer on it. Couldn't get it to go past the defender, and then Fox chases it down, and the shot going near the goal and picked up by Patterson.
Yeah, it was more of a cross there from Fox with the hope that it might go out for another corner.
1:50 left to go in this first overtime.
Uh-oh.
And the kick is punched upfield, and it was just too far for the Mount to catch up with it.
4 or 5 yards, and Mary Anhofer's in on goal.
And that pass is knocked free. And with it is Egan. Egan kicks it off to the left-hand side. Hanover got it kicked away. That's Jenny Young near the sideline. 1:15 to go.
Here, Chuck, Dave, I'm sorry. I'm so used to doing baseball. Chuck, I apologize. You are better looking. I'll say it now. Elizabeth Beery is labored out there right now. Great move by Shermer. Tries to put it on goal. Finds a spot. Nice save there by Megan Kallmeyer.
Kallmeyer with under a minute to go will kick it away. A high kick that the Mount is going to kick upfield. It goes to Fox up the right side. Fox with the right-footed dribble. Cuts it to the right corner.
Great touch.
Tries to put a shot on goal. Gets it off to Egan and tried to kick it in, but she had it knocked free. Away. That was Ginn.
It was a great ball in. Another one from Kendall down that right side. She's been an animal down that right side all day.
She is showing that she's a little fresh.
She's so fast, so athletic.
That kick with 15 seconds to go. Hanover gets it upfield. It's going to run near the near side, and it will go out of bounds, and that's going to do it for this first overtime period. And we are still tied at 1 apiece.
Yeah, not surprising. Both teams had opportunities. Both teams had anxious moments in that period, but neither team was able to find the back of the net.
The thing about it is, Blake, both teams appeared to be playing that overtime period with a lot more energy.
Yeah, for sure. Either way, you see the end in sight. One way or another, the game's going to end sooner, so you're kind of giving it everything you have in these last couple of minutes. It'll be a shorter break this time. It looks like we got 1:30 left on the clock. So not as much strategery going on over there, strategic planning by the coaching staffs. These teams, it looks like Presley Rugg will check back in here for the Lions at this break. But
here's the thing about it, though. I want to call you Chuck. Here's the thing about it, though, Blake. Neither team is sitting down.
No, absolutely not. Everything they've worked for all year, especially when you look at these seniors, everything they've worked for 4 years. It relies on the next 10 minutes and possibly penalty kicks. Each of these teams started this year with the idea that they were going to play in the NCAA tournament. Both teams were picked at or near the top of the HCAC in the preseason. The Lions have not lost a game in 2 months. A month, I guess, technically. And they don't want to lose this one. You earned that number 1 seed. My good friend, I'm actually mentioning him on purpose this time, Chuck Murray, he always talks about, the regular season meaning something. Well, it did. The Lions have this home game, gives them the technical advantage here in this ball game, especially when you look at these two teams. They play on completely different surfaces. Hanover plays on a grass field. Lions play here on the turf. It's a different style of game when you go over there to Hanover. It's a little bit slower, a little more physical, and this is more of a pace and space game on the turf. And the Lions would think that they had the advantage going into this one, and they would not expect before this game to be in this position. But they got 10 minutes to decide their season, and if they don't, we're headed to penalty kicks, and anything can happen in penalty kicks.
You mentioned it. The Lions have not lost since September 28th at Heidelberg.
So I was right, 2 months.
Yep, well, almost 2 months. They lost that game 3-0.
Yeah, Coach Gallagher plays a very, very difficult non-conference schedule. He does that, and he plays his entire roster in those games. And he does that for moments like this. He plays teams that they'll see in the NCAA tournament. So when they see Hanover, when they see Transy, when they see Rose, they're prepared for it. They're ready. And they've been up to the task tonight. They've created many opportunities, just haven't found the back of the net more times than Hanover. They've been the better team. But that does not always mean you're going to win. We all know sports. We love sports for that reason. The underdog can get a win.
Well, if they just look at Game 7 of the World Series.
Amen.
Everybody thought Toronto had that thing wrapped up.
I would agree.
But
that's why we love sport, though, Dave.
It is.
We love sport because anybody can beat anybody on a given day. It does not matter who you are, what's on your chest, or what you did the night before.
So the Mount kicks it to open this one up.
Now you got 3 Panthers watching Anhofer every time she touches it.
And they try to go to Anhofer, and it's intercepted and taken away by Horsley. Horsley then returns the favor and kicks it back outside to Sharippa. Back over on the left-hand side to Utzler. Utzler kicks it to the center, knocked free. Ball kicked out by Hanover. And then the Mount's going to come in and try to knock it free, and they can't get to it.
Yeah, Chloe Young ran right through that and just missed the ball.
Lily Clark has it, got the ball knocked free. And again, here goes Fox. Got it off to
Kendall's got all kinds of space here.
Here goes Fox up the right side, kicks it on goal, and missed it wide right into the bleachers.
Yeah, well, one more touch. Hanover probably would have got there. She needed somebody making a run at that back post to pass the ball to, and Rugg was a little far off the line.
We've played 1 minute. We're tied at 1, second overtime. We'll go penalty kicks if nobody scores here. And Hanover kicks it off, and they kick it over near the right side, and it's out of bounds, and the Mount will get it back.
So far in this second overtime period, Lions dominating possession. Only a minute and a half in, but they are working towards creating an opportunity.
They're moving the ball, as you said earlier, a lot better than they had been.
And that's why that's a bad turnover in a bad spot for Paige Callahan.
Feeds it upfield, but
good job by Chloe Young there to
yes,
cut that thing out. It will get out for a Hanover throw, but that was a very dangerous turnover there by Paige Callahan in the defensive third.
8 minutes to go, second overtime. Inbounds, Hanover. Knocked free. Saves it on the side, and it will go out of bounds off Hanover. Back to the Mount.
Lena Sharippa will take that throw.
And she kicks it out after the ball got loose. Tried to go to Hanover. Hanover is going to run it up the left-hand side. She's trying to outrun the ball, but Hanover will catch up to it and kick it over to the left side.
A good play there by Muhlenkamp. She's had a fantastic ball game along that back line for Hanover. She's made a couple of great individual defensive efforts to keep Lions off the board.
They're going to clear it to Patterson and let her kick it out of the zone. And she does up the right side. But Sharippa comes in, knocks the ball free for the Mount, and then centers it. But Hanover right there to grab it.
Good turn there by Gill at the 45-yard line. Put herself in a position to pass it up the field. Lions get it back. Finds the feet of Presley Rugg.
Gets it up the left-hand side. And it goes out of bounds. Well, it's before it went out of bounds. Saved by Patterson.
Yeah, Rugg got away with a foul there. Now, he was going to call that, except for the keeper had the ball in her hands. So it kind of takes the advantage away from Hanover to call that. Nice flick ahead by Shermer.
And Shermer tried to kick it away, but the Mount will chase it down on the sideline. Tried to get it to Fox. Fox has it. But again, she's double teamed, kicks it off of Hanover. It goes out of bounds, and the Mount will throw it back in.
Another great play by Fox there. She was not going to be able to advance her position from that spot, so she wisely played it hard off the Hanover defender out of bounds.
6 minutes to go in this second overtime. Castiglione heads it back, and it didn't go off. It went off a Mount player, and it goes out of bounds, and then Castiglione will throw it back in. Then it goes out of bounds again, so Hanover will replay it inbounds, and they clear it out. Taken away by Anhofer. Clears it up to Fox, and Fox could not catch up with it. It went out of bounds.
Just a touch wide from Mary. If that stays in.
And Hanover will inbound. And they do, but then Fox steps in, gets it off to Anhofer. Anhofer clears it up the right-hand side.
No, she was not.
And they're going to call offside.
That's a tough call. It looked like she was on at the time the ball was played. She looked like she was even with the defender. Now, we do not have a great view of that up here, so I'm not going to sit and say for sure she was on, but it was close.
5 minutes to go. We're tied at 1. Nobody scores here. It's penalty kick time. And that pass is knocked free, and Hanover will keep control of it.
That's
Jenny Young.
Yeah, the fans are getting a little restless with that call. It's been a very physical soccer game, and it feels to the fans like the game's being changed the way it's being called. That was a little bit of a touch foul, so to speak. Now, I would agree with him. I think it's a foul, but it's not the way the game's been called the whole way. Ball played in.
Mount will kick it back towards their end of the field, and they'll clear it off to Fox. Fox up the right-hand side. She's got it clear. Goes into the goal on the right side to the center of the field. Can't find anyone, and the ball's kicked away. Mount got it back, and then it kicked cleared out up that left-hand side.
Yeah, the pass was just a touch behind Presley Rugg. She tried to make a great adjustment to it. Now Hanover's on the attack.
And they bring it up, and the ball will be grabbed by the goalie, Kallmeyer.
Shermer made a really nice play to pass that along, but her teammate had started to cut away from the goal instead of to the goal.
Hanover then kicks it off, and it gets knocked away and goes over near the left sideline. Ball kicked right off of the leg of Chloe Young and out of bounds.
Izzy Phillips back in here for Hanover, while it looks
coming
like
in Egan
and Best.
Yes, Anna Best from Batavia.
So new look front line for the Lions. That'll move Kendall Fox back to more of a wing position, kind of a outside midfielder. Allows her to kind of move up and down the field.
3.5 minutes to go. On the right-hand side.
The Lions have once again in this period created the better scoring opportunities. Once again unable to find the goal.
Ball in the center of the field.
Dangerous clearance attempt there. And another one.
Ball centered.
Good job by Dotson.
It's going to be cleared out. But then Hanover's got it back, and it's chased down into the corner. Shrippa trying to give chase, but can't catch up with it.
Does a good job of forcing Gill away from the goal.
With it on the right side. Now back. Hanover kicked it right off of a Mount player, so they'll have it up on the right side. 2.5 minutes remaining.
Mary Anhofer a little banged up on that last collision she had.
And again, it's been thrown away, but Hanover will inbound it. They'll pass it in, and they do. And the ball goes out of bounds again.
Another Hanover throw. Just takes one, Dave.
1-1. Final 2 minutes. Ball kicked around, and it'll be taken away by the Mount. They bump it up the field. Looking to find someone. There's Fox up there, but they can't get it to her from one side to the other. Hanover will get it back. On the right side, Horsley gets it back over on the right side near the corner. Ball crossover, ball centered, and the Mount there to play defense, and they get it. They kick it upfield to clear it out of the zone. And with now Hanover, Fox clears it up the field. And it goes on the right side. And now we
have a foul on the Lions and another card on the Lions. That one went against Gabby Egan. The minute 18 to play here.
With a minute 18 to go. One your score.
Hanover trying to get everything set here to throw this ball up towards the goal and maybe get a missed play and put it back.
And they will.
Kendall Fox.
That's Fox. Fox ahead of the pack with the right foot. Looking in at the goal, puts it on goal, and it gets knocked away.
Oh,
and it goes off the right
goodness.
side of the goal.
1 minute remaining.
Patterson couldn't catch it, and then it bounced up in the air and went just to the right of the goal.
We have a sub, Abby Cole, coming in for the Lions. Great shot by
For Mount St. Joe.
Kendall Fox.
22, Abby
And
Cole.
great job by Anhofer to be there on the rebound. She almost curled it over top of the keeper. Hanover will have a goal kick. Patterson, nice save on the Fox shot. It was right on her body. She didn't have to stretch out or anything for it.
52.8 to go. And Hanover's going to kick it from the left corner of the box. And they kick it upfield. Again, the Mount steps into it. They keep the ball down in their end of the field. Ball kicked away, chasing it down. Now they clear it back out, save back into the middle. Gets it back out front, 30 seconds to go in the game. With it off to the right-hand side is Cole. Cole clears it to the middle. Ball knocked free, taken away by Horsley of Hanover. Clears it up the field to Best. Gets it up the right side. Looking in, there's 14 seconds to go. Ball out of bounds, and it will go back to the Mount.
8,
As we count down the final seconds
5,
of this overtime
4,
period, we're tied at 1,
2,
and that
1.
will be penalty kicks, Blake.
Sure will, Dave. Everything you've worked for all season coming down to some PKs.
After the second
Just
overtime
right to
period,
this. So
the
we've
score
got a
remains
5-minute
1,
intermission.
and Mount St.
We're going
Joe
to take a couple minutes here, and we'll be back with the penalty kicks right after this. Dave Mitchell, Blake Watson back here at Schuler Field as we get prepared for the 5-woman kickoff here.
Yeah, so the rules
Penalty
dictate
kicks.
that each team has to designate 10 kickers. You can change the order at any time you want, but you can designate 10.
And if it's tied after the first 5,
We keep rolling.
to where it's sudden death, or you just keep playing it like innings?
I'm trying to find that exact rule now.
Leave it to me to ask a stickler question.
So if the score is still tied after each team has taken 5 kicks shall continue alternately in the same order until team has one more goal and the same number of kicks.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's more baseball. Where it benefits to kick second.
And let's see what they say. They're going to kick it down to this end, to our right end of the field, just to the right of us, as the time has run out in between. And Hanover is going to kick first. Kallmeyer is in the goal, and the first person to kick for Hanover is going to be Castiglione.
Number 18.
Castiglione, number 18, is going to be the first kicker here in this inning, and that kick is right in the goal.
All right, so there's one for Hanover.
In this, I've always heard that the goalkeepers just basically, the only advantage they have is they've got to anticipate which direction you're going.
They got to almost guess, yeah.
And that time it looked like Kallmeyer didn't guess right.
She didn't look like she really guessed at all. She kind of stayed standing still. She probably was leaning left. It looks like Mary Ann Hoffer will be the first kicker.
And that's what you said. So Ann Hoffer will set it down. Hanover has gotten the first one in. And now, boy, it's almost deathly. And that one is in by Ann Hoffer. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, Patterson guesses left. Ann Hoffer goes, or guess to her left. Ann Hoffer goes to the right of the goalkeeper and right in the back of the net.
So game tied 2-2. 1-1 here in the penalty kicks. And Horsley will be the new kicker.
Kicking for Hanover, number 9, Cam Horsley.
Horsley
Gives the
Looking.
signal from the official.
And she puts it right in the upper left-hand corner of the goal.
Yeah, there's nothing any goalkeeper at this level can do about a shot in the upper 90 like that.
So that makes it 2-1 here in penalty kicks. Hanover, but here comes the second one for the Mount. And it's going to be number 31, Rachel Ginn from Seton High School, the sophomore. This for the trip to the championship game on Saturday night for one of these two clubs. Ginn, right-footed kicker, puts it right in, and we're knotted up again at 3.
Yeah, Patterson's doing a big jump to either side. As soon as the Lions players move forward, if they're able to wait back just a step, they're going to be able to find the back of the net pretty regularly here. And Patterson guesses right. She's going to stop it the way she's jumping.
So now we'll have the third kick.
This is Shermer.
Kaylee Shermer from Amelia, West Claremont High School. Boy, talk about a school that has a great athletic program.
No doubt.
Kelly Shermer.
Going into this game, Horsley had taken all of their penalties.
That kick is in the upper right-hand corner this time and past Kallmeyer for a goal, and it is 4-3.
Megan guessed right that time. Just great shot there by Shermer.
Had Horsley the first time, and then Shermer that time in the upper left hand, and then the upper right hand corner.
Number 7.
4-3 as we head to the third penalty kick for the Lions. And this is going to be Layla Yautzler. Yautzler from Madison High School, Middletown, Ohio, senior. Right-footed kicker against Patterson, the goalkeeper. Puts that one into the lower left-hand corner that time for the goal. Both teams are perfect, 3-3. And we're knotted up again at 4. Boy, this could go on all night.
Kicking for Hanover.
Yeah, it could go on a while.
Patty Mosby.
It's going to be one save that wins it, or one miscue.
4-4. And the kick up in the upper right-hand corner. Hit the goalpost and bounced in.
Yeah, that was a nervy moment there for Mosby. She almost squared up the crossbar there.
And the Lions are not going to wait. They're going to put Fox right up there at number 4.
Kicking for Mount St. Joseph, number 54, Kendall Fox.
Fox stepping up. Of course, she's the leading pointer for the Lions. The sophomore from Lawrenceburg puts the ball down. It's 5-4 Hanover. 4-3 here in this penalty kick phase. Fox kicks it into the lower left-hand corner. Boy, Patterson had it guessed right, but it just got underneath her.
Yeah, that was a that was a spot Patterson absolutely could have saved that ball. So we're at the 5th kick here, Dave. A stop here from Kallmeyer would be huge.
And let's see who this is going to
For
be.
Hanover, number 11.
Looks
Izzy
like
Phillips.
Izzy Phillips. Pendleton, Indiana. Another sophomore. Squares it up. We're tied at 5. That kick is in. Right past Patterson. And it's 6-5. Well, here's your ball game.
Yeah, the Lions are down to every kick they take can either win it or lose it at this point.
Cole.
And coming up,
It's Abby Cole, senior.
Cole from Oak Hills, the senior, puts the ball down. 6-5 Hanover. Last penalty kick. That one's in and
it's
blocked
stopped.
away by Patterson, and Hanover has won this semifinal.
I talked about it as we were heading towards the overtime period. If you think you have a better goalkeeper, this is where you wanted to get to. And I'm not saying Patterson's better than Kallmeyer, but she made the stop there when Kallmeyer didn't, and that won the game.
So the number 4 seed has upset the number 1 seed and will go to Rose-Hulman on Saturday to play in the Heartland Conference Championship game.
Yeah, you just feel for these Lions players, put together the season that they did and have it end here in the semifinals. Congratulations go out to Hanover. They played a fantastic game tonight. They did what they needed to do. They gave themselves an opportunity to win the game, and they did. They went and won it in PKs. But the Lions, especially that senior class, phenomenal careers, phenomenal season. To have it end here is very, very difficult.
So the Lions lose it here tonight, 6-5, and their season ends here this evening. Any final thoughts, Blake?
No, just another congratulations goes out to Hanover, man. They came in here and they played a fantastic game. It's actually the first time they beat us on turf in about 4 years. Typically, when they beat us, it's over there on their grass. So they came to play tonight. We talked about it throughout the game. They were, at times the better team out there for sure. Played with more control, and were able to withstand the Lions' rushes. If you go back and look at the stats, which I had up, and I think I closed them. I'm going to try to get it up really quick, Dave. The Lions definitely outshot them. The Lions definitely had more shots on goal. I don't know what the numbers are. It's coming up here. So, Lions 21 shots to 10, 9 shots on goal to 5, 9 corners to none. If you watch this game just from a statistical point of view, you would think the Mount dominated. But based on the way soccer's played, they didn't, because they didn't find the back of the net. Heck of a year, no reason to hang your head if you're Coach Gallagher and his staff. Hanover just can't play tonight.
Yep, and they win it 6-5 here this evening. They will play Saturday night for the Heartland Conference Championship against the second-seeded Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers. Our thanks to everyone here this evening for being a part of this broadcast. Blake, thanks for letting me come along here.
Yeah, this was fun, Dave. I enjoyed it. Doing soccer is a very difficult job for a play-by-play guy. I know it's hard, especially when you don't know the rosters like the big guys do at the high levels. But I think we got through it, and hopefully we provided a little bit of value to the people out there watching it.
Congratulations to Hanover. They win it here this evening, 6-5. For Blake Watson, I'm Dave Mitchell. Have a good night, everybody.